is Lloyd Bruni. There's drama at the top. Very last run of the season. We hear the beeps, but all beeps and no Bruni.
Ah, il aurait dû partir.
Lloyd Bruni will be
DNS.
DNS today, which means...
Non.
Même mort.
Aïe, 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 aïe. Allô? Allô, allô, allô? Y'a du monde? Hop là. Hop là, bonjour, bonjour tout le monde. Il fait chaud, il fait chaud. Il fait chaud, j'en peux plus. On était au lac ce matin avec ma copine là, mais on est rentré, il fait trop chaud quoi. Du coup, je me suis enfermé à la maison, j'ai fermé les volets, laissé un peu de lumière quand même, mais 3 ventilos, un ventilo à gauche, un ventilo devant, un ventilo sous le cul, comme ça on est bien. On est parti dans quelques minutes à Arinsal. Salut tout le monde, salut, hello G-Long, salut Backdraft, salut Mickey, Mike. J'espère que vous allez bien. On est parti dans quelques secondes, là, le live va commencer bientôt. J'espère que vous allez bien, que vous avez passé une belle semaine. On a eu une belle course de VTT rapide hier, avec beaucoup de spectacles chez les hommes. Chez les femmes, c'était un peu un classique. Mais chez les hommes, ça a bougé. Hein. Ça a bougé. Un petit Aldridge qui s'est pris un sapin. Un Blevins qui est de retour sur le podium. Non, mais c'était dingue cette course. Ça nous prépare que du beau pour demain. Les courses vont commencer, je pense, à l'admi. On a 15 minutes de pré-show, comme d'habitude. Les petits trailers, les petites histoires, les larmes, les pleurs, la joie. Et puis voilà, quoi. On part bientôt. Tic, 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 tic. Ah. Pam, pam, pam. Allez, parti dans 30 secondes, chat. Vous êtes chaud? Vous êtes chaud, vous êtes chaud? J'ai préparé les pronostics. J'ai toujours pas fait le logo du gruyère. Un jour, je le ferai, je vous jure. Un jour, je vais le faire. Et puis, je vais faire un petit picto. Elle a dit quoi aussi? Parce que, dinguerie. Hop. Ah. C'est mort? Ah. Voilà. Trop chaud, trop chaud. Salut RPX. Comment tu vas? Spring, spring, spring. Alors. On n'aura pas de mariée de pompon aujourd'hui parce qu'elle s'est pété les doigts. Voilà. Petit crash pour Myriam. Pour ceux qui ne savent pas. Voilà, Super Bruni. Super Daddy. C'est plus Super Bruni, c'est Super Daddy maintenant. Andorre. Round 6. Alors, quel temps fait-il? Hier, on avait un peu de pluie pour le VTT rapide et aujourd'hui, il a l'air de faire beau. Les gens sont en t-shirt, short, ça a l'air de bien se passer. Il n'y a pas l'air d'avoir de nuages. Ah, alors que ça sort le logo sur le départ, là. Ah, un peu nuage, mais c'est ok. Alors, on va partir dans 15 minutes, comme je vous ai dit. Dur de faire du bike en ce moment avec cette chaleur, c'est clair, il fait tellement chaud. Et je disais, j'étais au bord du lac ce matin, on est allé se faire un petit déjeuner au bord du lac, les pieds dans l'eau. Et puis à 11h, on s'est barré parce qu'il commence à faire trop chaud là. Ouais, j'ai vu l'annonce du lac blanc, c'est quoi ce bordel? 21 degrés, sunny, 8 km/h, 38% d'humidité. Il y a la fanfare, c'est la fête du slip. Putain, c'est des mignons. Obélix! Putain, ils sont chauds là. Ah, trailer. Ah, vous avez pas le son, bordel de cul, personne dit rien. Oh le chat là, vous faites pas votre travail, c'est à vous de me dire quand il n'y a pas de son. Oh quel drift.
Oh my god, it's even worse in slow-mo.
It managed to grit.
Quel drift de malade mental.
It's like something I've always dreamed of is dropping last and winning the race and seeing the team, and I'm almost more happy to see them happy than me to win.
Franchement, c'était un race de fou.
Having Jordan back on the box and back on the highest performance, it was super important because we want to prove that the performance is good for all the riders and for all kind of riders.
I didn't actually look at the timing until like 5 minutes after, and then I looked, I refreshed it, I was like, no way.
It's like a big
Oh, l'airbag, ça l'a rendu tellement stock. C'est quoi ce bordel au lac blanc là? Et c'est les remontées mécaniques qui s'arrêtent, c'est ça? Si j'ai bien compris. Faut signer la pétition là, il y a un truc.
For Specialized doing 3 in a row, it's crazy for them, and I think it just shows how much hard work everybody in Morgan Hill at Specialized put in. They work so hard and they're so passionate about winning.
The goal was to create Formula One, and we had no limit with the technical details. But I think the bike will be good for the next.
Oh, j'aimerais bien visiter une usine là chez eux.
I think because they decided to have no stress on the commercial side, I think that was the huge advantage we had on all the other.
Loic not being there does change things. There's one less rider in the pits, there's one less person on the hill. Like, I would like to think it doesn't change much with mine and Finn's results, but certainly we have more focus on us, we have more people to talk to.
Then it's more quiet under the pit, but at the end it's pretty good. We are really focused on the work, and the mood is still pretty good.
I needed to tell myself, okay, just go ride your bike, go do what you love, and now the results are coming, so it's awesome that that's working.
And it's working extremely well for Jordan
récap sur
Williams,
Specialized.
winner of the last round in Le Tuile.
Alors j'ai vu j'ai vu les Q1, Q2 là, Q1, Q2, Q1, c'est Valley Hull à 3 minutes 15, suivi de Sacha Ernest et Gloria Scarsi. Et chez les mecs, c'est Lachlan Steven McNabb en première position avec 2,46. Ensuite, on a Buddy Burke et Finales. Et puis pour la Q2, on a une Valentina Roy Sanchez à 3,16 et Ethan Craig à 2,47. Ok, donc le temps de référence chez les femmes c'est 3,15 et chez les mecs c'est 2,46. Pour info, donc on va voir ce que ça va donner maintenant. On sait que de toute façon en finale, des fois ils font un peu moins parce que ça booste. Ah, Carlson on course.
2,400 meters above sea level. Pal Arinsal Andorre is our highest downhill start of the entire Whoop UCI Mountain Bike World Series. This course is high speed from start to finish, and it's got everything you want in a downhill track. Here at the altitude with the heat.
Nous avons tout ce que nous voulons sur une piste de descente.
The Pyrenees Mountains is one epic course, and let's go and check it out right now.
Ok, un petit départ au sec.
Now these berms, we're here on course walk day, they are brand new and fresh, so they're going to create so many different
un beau
lines and
virage.
holes, and
Regardez
riders
comme il est
are
tout
gonna have to
propre.
pay attention to the evolution of these corners. Now on the outside here is going to be braking bump after braking bump, and remember, every braking bump that
Looks
you hit is
clean.
washing off time. You guys at home can pay attention to see if they go into the braking bumps or they can stay nice and low,
Ça va vite
maintain
creuser par
speed
contre, je pense.
and traction all the way through this corner to get into this next little hard left, hard right.
Ouais, ça se voit là déjà, les practices, ça creuse un peu dedans. Les derniers qui vont passer n'auront pas la même.
14 meters, 15 meters. Whew, bigger than it looks. My goodness.
Petit step down, magnifique. La petite session de virage, comme d'habitude.
Il n'y
a pas eu grand changement sur la piste, je pense, par rapport à l'année passée.
It is loose, it is full of roots, stumps and holes, and as we approach the second timing split is where we start to get into the rocks and the natural parts of this course. Dude, it is not only the times that are tight on this track, oh my goodness.
Putain, oh là, faut être précis. Hein. Faut être précis entre les arbres là. Je connais un pote qui a fait ça une fois. Il s'est arrêté en 2 arbres, le guidon il a bloqué. Ça va trop tuer. Puis il s'est pris tout dans le bide là. Il a pris le bike dans le bide. Ça a stoppé net.
But it's not over until it's over. You must pay attention, you must be precise to bring it home.
Nice, bon, il n'y a pas grand chose qui a changé. Apparemment, peut-être le virage tout en haut, mais encore j'ai des doutes. Il a dit brand new, mais il me semble qu'il y avait déjà ce virage, mais je crois que c'est la course classique. Mais aussi la course de légende. Je me posais la question au chat, c'est quoi votre blessure la plus hard en vélo? Vous posez la question là comme ça. Qu'est-ce que tu dis, Johnny Blackney? Remontée mécanique pas assez rentable l'hiver, mais retombée économique importante l'été. Ouais, ben il faut se développer pour l'été quoi. Faut mettre des parcours dans les arbres, faut faire plus de pistes de vélo. Faut faire des descentes à trottinette, etc. Quoi. Il faut essayer de rentabiliser le truc. Mais c'est vrai que on a aussi le souci chez nous, certaines stations, qu'il n'y a plus de neige, quoi. Donc des toutes petites stations de village. Je sais pas ce que ça va devenir. Il n'y a rien pour le vélo. Ah bah on est deux, Lucas.
Like I had no clue I was gonna be anywhere that close to the win.
Yo, ils vont faire mon bac. Ouais, je sais.
I love the emotions at like the bottom.
8 fractures sur le pouce. 8 fractures sur le pouce. Mais il y a un tracteur qui t'a roulé dessus ou quoi? Et je peux plus plier le pouce. Oh my god! Ah ouais, c'est comme Lucas quoi, sur la gueule et puis le clavicule. On voit un peu là.
First run actually of qualifying day.
J'ai ma clavicule, elle est passée derrière.
I did a big front flip in one like just before the first split in Montreal. Like my bike was completely in the air. Like,
Unixi là, c'est hardcore.
Quite a big one. I'm not too sure what's wrong with my finger, but I know it hurts a lot. But yeah, taped her up.
Ah bah voilà, Sacha Ernest, elle a fait comme toi.
Just doing pain management and a bit of physio. Just need to wait till the racing's over and then I can check up on it. A win's always on everybody's mind. Now that I've actually made that step up to the podium, it's almost closer within reach, if that makes sense. I can now kind of set my sights for getting getting maybe a PB.
Ça me donne des frissons là, Unixi.
I always visualize my run before I go down a qualifying run or Q2, whatever, to the same song that I won my first World Cup with in Arinsal in 2023. It obviously worked wonders, so I'm trying to replicate that every time now. It's really
comme ça dans ton salon.
Not very good anymore.
C'est-à-dire, tu l'as ramené chez toi?
Popular at the time.
Tu peux dire si tu l'as kidnappé, hein, y a pas de honte ici.
I'm just happy to be back where I was. It's always going to be emotional, and a good like happy few tears is always, I think, the best option.
Petit feedback de Sacha Ernest qui s'est fait mal au doigt aussi, mais qui faisait un peu de la physio et puis qui va tout donner pour rouler quoi. Elle a mal au doigt. Hein. Elle a mal au doigt.
We were talking about that team really being up against it, but through in numbers
Un
in the
casque cassé
finals
en deux
today.
net, ben super.
Sasha Ernest, second fastest qualifier in elite women. Lockie Stevens McNabb.
Ah, t'as gagné le concours MMMs. Putain, je suis mort. Check mon Insta, pas Moulox. Attends, on va voir.
Well, as we check out the standings, let's get an update on that quali session yesterday. And I'm joined in the booth.
Non, on dirait un nom de villageois des villageois d'Astérix.
Complex to
incroyable, et oui, c'est vrai.
The only rider in the UCI Downhill World Cup to be through
incroyable.
In the finals from Q1 in every session since we brought
ça a suivi d'une petite vidéo qui ride là.
At the top today for Valley.
Yeah, same again. Same.
Incroyable.
Same as last week. I'm sure that's what she's going for.
Putain, pas Moulox qui flex là avec Bruni.
Fairly simple to ride from.
Ah putain, son t-shirt par contre
The complexity comes when you have to ride at
le
the
t-shirt de Bruni, il est pixel.
Very high speed average.
Avec Madame MMMs qui est là.
To manage, and it'll be intense for each and every competitor today.
Lisa Bouladou just missing out in Q2. Having a great season, Bouladou, but not in finals today.
Mais du coup, t'as pu tester le bike? C'était quoi le concours? T'as passé un moment avec lui et tout? Incroyable.
Enjoying the early afternoon sun. We're getting ready to go racing.
Je t'ajoute pas hein, parce que c'est mon Insta privé. C'est pas que j'ai pas envie, mais.
Phoebe Gale from Orbea FMD will get us underway in this elite women's race. That'll be a former winner straight off the bat. Nina Hoffman.
Mais nice la photo, nice.
Roa Sanchez,
trop sympa. Il a l'air trop sympa, Bruni.
Look at this for a final list of riders. Hull, Ernest, Scar.
On a fait une photo avec lui à Lenzerheide. Il était en Suisse là. Et on n'a pas eu le temps de parler avec lui, il y a tellement de gens qui voulaient faire des autographes et tout. On a vite pris la photo puis on lui a dit bonne chance. Puis on est parti chat. Ça commence. Les pronostics.
From Orbea FMD Racing.
Les pronostics chaque 5 minutes. C'est parti maintenant. C'est parti pronostic chat. Now you have 5 minutes to choose your winner. Et on est parti avec Tennessee Grave. Je crois. J'ai rien compris. Ah non, Phoebe Gale. My bad.
Yeah, it's crumbling, it's deteriorating. You've got to be methodical with your wheel placement. You've got to pick lines that are out of the chop and the rough. Staying low in these berms up here is key to carry momentum. And FMD are a little bit in the wars. Tani's not here racing today. She's got an injured elbow. And unfortunately, Martin Mays, who's been right there or thereabouts in the men, he's had an unfortunate crash and he's out of this round as well. So Phoebe Gale needs a big ride today.
Yep, carrying the weight of FMD Orbea on her shoulders. Gale at the minute.
Ah, je sais pas qui c'est que je vais voter.
And we can see she's cleared the really fast turns at the top of the track that start to link you into these lower rocks.
Des animaux bizarres là-bas. Hein.
We had a lot of rain yesterday afternoon. It's torrential, bouncing back up off the ground, but seemingly none of it has made any difference.
C'est très poussiéreux.
The track here, really powdery, really loose, really
ah, ça va creuser un peu sur la poussière là.
Cunningham down the bottom of the track, reporting in that it's getting chunky, but he reckons it's still pretty predictable up there.
Donc qu'est-ce qu'on a dit pour les femmes? 3-15?
See that berm.
3-15. Ok. 3-15, on va voir qu'est-ce qu'elle pour nous faire.
Lot of traffic over the course of a UCI
Phoebe Gale 2004. Grande-Bretagne. Orbea. Trop sexy le bike. Le bike trop sexy.
That corner really awkward, but you need to nail it because it delivers you into this section.
Oh, et c'est une sortie de piste.
Off the side of the track, and we have.
Wow, sortie de piste pour le premier race pour Phoebe Gale. Aïe, 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 aïe.
Earlier this morning, and there's
ah
a
mais
big
ça va, tout a l'air de bien aller.
In the dust, is it?
Yeah, I think it is exactly that. Front end.
Les bénévoles sont chauds. Aïe, 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 aïe. Coup dur. Coup dur pour Phoebe.
She just hit it a little bit harder, a little bit
Ouais,
tighter than she wanted to.
C'est juste,
instead
elle
of
a fait une
opening the
pause.
corner. I'd like to see
Oui,
a
il y
replay
avait eu
of what
l'annonce.
exactly happened there.
Bête.
Yeah,
Phoebe.
good to see Phoebe Gale up and moving again under her own steam though, because she disappeared out of shot at some speed. Gale having a tough time of it this year. A couple of 12th places, 8th at round 1, and hasn't made finals. A couple of races as well, so
Des folies sur les vélos. Ah ouais?
certainly
C'est-à-dire?
as a rider, a lot faster than
Moi, je
those
kiffe trop
results
les
would
Ordea.
suggest.
J'hésite à acheter la version enduro. Bon, quand j'aurai des sous, mais
And it can be tough, Mark,
là,
as
c'est
well.
le
I
chômage.
mean, it's an individual sport, but whenever a whole team's up against it,
et je pense
it
vendre
must be
mes
a
bikes et
very
puis
difficult
acheter ça.
thing to manage in the pits for the team managers, mechanics, keep the mood upbeat.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a sort of.
Ça annonce la couleur. Ouais, je sens que ça. Si la première elle glisse, je sens que ça annonce du spectacle. On n'espère pas de la casse, bien sûr, mais bon, ça anime un peu le show, quoi.
It's a lot easier said than done. I've had years where I was banging my head against a brick wall, like nearly.
Bon, du coup, on n'aura pas un temps de référence tout de suite.
Not what you wanted.
On verra pour la prochaine.
So it can be really frustrating, but perseverance and routine will get you back where you want to be, I think.
Well, they're up against it after La Tuile, and the whole team decamped to Pila. The next morning, got the bikes back out and really just recommitted their efforts, and it's the only thing you can do is get on the bike and get some seat time back in. Phoebe Gale down towards the line, then big crash up top. Not going to be her day today, but gets a finals run. Ticked off.
Bon, le principal, c'est d'arriver en bas sans s'être fait mal.
Fastest time from
Si tu
yesterday
descends
was a
déjà et que tu te fais pas mal,
3:15 by Valley Hole. Here's the
c'est
crash
déjà une
again,
petite
Mark.
victoire. Si tu finis dans le top 10, c'est la deuxième petite victoire. Si tu finis sur le podium, c'est déjà énorme. Et si tu gagnes, par contre, bah là, t'es...
And then once
Et là,
you've
c'est
got a
bon.
weight forward, there's not enough time to push the weight back. The front dives in.
Et descendre vivant,
to a
c'est
big
déjà bien.
pocket and
C'était une
centre
course,
left.
hein.
Here we go. Nina Hoffman has
Par exemple,
won
Champéry, si tu descends déjà, c'est pas mal.
one of the few riders who can break Valentina's
Ah
record
ouais?
here in Pal Arinsal. Owen Tani Seagrave not racing today. Holes only had to settle for second place on 2 occasions.
Ah
Hoffman is faster than
Je suis
Gale
mort!
to this point.
Ah merde! Bon, je vais peut-être réfléchir encore alors.
I think that Nina's confidence is on the up. We've seen an improvement in her riding, and she's sort of finding her feet into this season, and she's dangerous this afternoon. She's good enough to win races. We know that. We've seen it before. So let's hope she can sort of put down a really good run and maybe have a long sit in the hot seat, Rick.
Yeah, it's been coming, hasn't it? 5th last time out in La Tuile for Nina Hoffman, the German national champion.
Ah bah j'imagine,
Santa Cruz
ouais.
Syndicate.
Non, ils ont été longtemps sur
First
des
year
prototypes,
elite
hein.
teammate,
Hyper
Ellen
longtemps.
Bosch, inside,
J'imagine que ça a étudié,
top 10
etc.
again,
Ils sont
qualifying
faits vraiment
sorry, just
au
outside
millimètre près pour la personne qui est
in the
dessus, quoi.
8th spot. So Hoffman 16.3 seconds faster, 61.7 kilometers an hour in the speed trap already for Nina Hoffman.
Yeah, she obviously carried speed through those
Ah, ça a
key
l'air trop
turns
bien.
where Phoebe Gale had that miss out.
Trop content pour
Great
toi.
speed into the speed trap. We'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, gets a big kick there on the way out of the rock garden, but survives it.
That was a nasty kick.
Bon, pour l'instant, on a moins 16, mais c'est Nina qui va nous faire le temps de référence, donc pour l'instant, ne nous excitons pas.
Following Nina through here.
Ça va être le premier temps
178
réel de
minutes
course,
on the
là, pour
woods
l'instant.
live in the zone 4, so she has got revs yet to deploy, not yet into the red zone for Nina Hoffman, and this kind of altitude, any time spent outside the red zone's a blessing. Gets that little gap across there. There's a rut on the way out of here that's absolutely crucial. Just there, you need to make to get you on layoff camber.
She carries good speed across the piece there. Gets
Merci pour
that
le
little
partage aussi.
backside. Nails that left-hander in the main line. She's looking good.
Ouais, ça tabasse pour Nina, hein, mais ça va pas être facile pour tout le monde.
A solid time to go against because of Phoebe's
On va voir,
mishap
3:15
in that right-hander.
avec
Yeah,
Nina.
the live giving us some really good insight there. 184 beats per minute. Nina Hoffman, this is going to be a really benchmark time from a former winner here. Gets across there really nicely.
She seems to be like just sticking to main line and using her strength just to muscle the bike through and put together what seems like a really good run.
Hoffman cross the gap down towards the line.
Elle est pas contente de son temps, effectivement 3:19, c'est bien ce que j'ai vu.
Down at the bottom,
Ouais, ça va pas être suffisant à mon avis.
Hoffman, how long is that time going to stand up today?
Ok, Anna Newkirk, teammate de Asa.
It's Anna Newkirk from Frameworks Racing. Got her first win.
Une lourde rideuse, hein, très jeune qui arrive fort.
Newkirk on the
Qu'est-ce qu'elle va nous
Frameworks
faire?
TRP bike. Really nicely done across there. Has to have a second bite at it though.
She was aggressive though. You could see that she was carrying great speed.
Clips the pole on the way through. It's something that we've talked about a lot about doing in junior races. Of how you're up to speed really quickly here. Outside Lamasana, 2.1
2 d'avance
seconds faster
pour l'instant au premier.
You've got to bring the
J'ai pas encore
intensity
remarqué,
up
bah de
as
toute façon
well.
c'est pas ça
I
vient de
think
commencer,
she's
mais
definitely
je
got
me demande où c'est que ça va
intensity
faire la différence.
With this kind of
Hoffman at the bottom, really not happy with that run.
Oh non, Nina qui est pas du tout...
Really interesting that. Nina Hoffman,
Je sais
we
pas
just
si vous
saw
l'avez
very
vu.
little
Si, vous l'avez
wrong on
vu
the
un peu.
run, but obviously feels like it's fallen
Vraiment
beneath
pas
her
contente de
standards.
son résultat.
Newkirk is certainly setting about it here, 2.1
Ça arrive, hein, ça arrive,
seconds.
les coups de mou un peu dans le sport, c'est
Yeah,
des
absolutely.
choses
Like
qui arrivent.
the
On voit
disappointment
Tani
of
qui a
not
fait la
qualifying
pause.
at La Tuile
C'est la
for
deuxième, je crois,
Anna. I'm
deux ou
sure
troisième fois
she's
qu'elle
here for
prend une pause
redemption,
un peu
here
pour
for
prendre du
herself.
recul.
After that win, she knows she can win, and this run looks like, you know, 2.1 in the first sector is impressive
Je me rends pas
start.
compte, mais de s'investir autant dans son sport, dans sa passion qui devient son travail, ça peut se mettre des pressions énormes. Et puis après se transforme en burn-out.
She threads the needle through there. Doesn't take the risk and hop over that big rock.
Ça peut faire ça chez tous les sportifs.
Beautifully done from Newkirk.
Yeah, just A to B direct riding. It was impressive.
Her fastest time from the Q2 session yesterday, a free
C'est où
17.8,
qu'on passe entre les arbres là?
which was
C'est après, je
1.4
crois.
seconds behind the time that won that session. But Mark, I think this is going to add up very nicely if she can keep this going.
Il n'y a pas une année où Bruni il avait glissé en Andorre là. Je crois bien avant ce saut là. Il avait glissé dans la forêt. Je crois que j'ai un clip de ça. Ou pas l'année passée, ou celle d'avant peut-être. Salaud.
Has to get this
Il était
next
tombé
bit
là,
really,
je croyais
really
tellement en lui.
nice and neat. Does so, Newkirk. Looking a bit more like the Lenzerheide version.
Et Newkirk est bien, hein.
Has the back wheel of that frameworks on a string, doesn't she?
Yeah, she was aggressive with her legs, uses her legs to extend them in the middle of the turn, driving the bike forward out of the corner.
Wearing the retro-themed Fox speed suit.
She's got her career number now, Rick, number 14.
After getting the win, it's my lucky number.
Is it?
8.5 seconds. I suppose my hopes of her winning UCI Downhill World Cup probably unlikely to ever happen. Newkirk though, is she going to get a second win today? Takes flight, heads down towards.
Ok, on est à 3.10 chat.
3 seconds faster.
3.10, c'est plus vite que le...
Going nearly 8 seconds faster than she did in qualifying yesterday.
Good job.
Je vais le mettre en épinglé. Hop.
Well,
I think she's going to...
Incroyable, 3.10.
apologies you heard any language there. Jenna Hastings leaves the start hut then for Pivot Factory Racing.
Ah, c'était
We
Loris.
rejoined her run
juste.
live. Going to see her younger sister coming up later inside the top 10.
Elle est
2
repartie
seconds
avec
back at the
Hastings.
second split though for Jenna so far. Bike tracking the ground really nicely through the bottom part of that rock section.
I was just about to say the bike's looking good and the kit and colorway is all looking, it looks really smart with the national champion stripe on her left sleeve there.
Ouais, c'était plus rapide là, j'ai l'impression.
So far, still in 9th in Leogang, but getting more and more confident every time.
Ouais, elle a gagné du temps, hein, elle a gagné du temps.
Last time out in La
Il
Tuile,
me semblait que c'était vachement rapide.
won that battle. This week,
Ça saute
1.4
pas la
seconds
la
back at the
triple
third
entière.
split.
Hein.
Hastings nice and neatly across the gap. Makes her way across the piste.
Into the main line. Links those
Non, j'ai
corners
oublié de
together
voter.
nicely.
We know there's a big inside there, isn't there, that we saw a couple of riders in the juniors take up.
Oh, j'ai oublié
Yeah,
de
it
faire la
seems to be
prédiction.
significantly shorter than the main line.
Quel con.
It's a big
Ah, vous
old
avez
roll of
pensé.
the dice, though,
Pas mal.
on a track this
Valentina et
does
puis
loose.
Bowman apparemment.
After the woman on your screen now, Jenna Hastings, the New Zealand
Et ça
national
gagne du
champion,
temps, hein, elle s'est
Pivot
économisée un peu
Factory
au début. Ok, on peut gagner du temps entre le point 2 et 3. Cette espèce de descente un peu chemin blanc, enfin chemin de rando là.
Took herself out of contention from what almost certainly would have been a win. Hastings goes
Oh,
fastest by just
0,58. Va falloir se méfier de la mi-course alors.
Very, very little in it. Here in Arinsal, Andorre.
Ah là là, c'était bien joué. Beau run de Newkirk. Ah non, vous avez compris quoi. Roi Sanchez, Q2, qui nous avait fait un... Ça rafraîchir la page. À 3,16 à la Q2.
Roi Sanchez, well used to these sort of conditions.
Second split.
Through the rock section on the big zero for MS Racing really neatly. Her teammate Gloria Scarzy qualifying in 3rd place yesterday. She remains at the top, fastest off the belt-driven bikes. So Valentina Rua Sanchez wanting to give her a target to chase.
Ah, c'est là qu'on peut gagner du temps. Hein.
Through the Monster Energy gap. Yeah,
yes,
getting
more
si tu gères bien ta vitesse,
down behind the bars.
si tu survoles un peu les nids de poule, tu peux aller vachement vite. Ok, pas de triple. Je me demande si les mecs vont faire les triples aussi parce que le virage, ils vont se tuer dans le virage là, non?
You've got to commit to it, but there's a hole in the right-hander before it that makes it look really, really difficult. Anna Newkirk leading the way with a 3 minutes 10.185. The time Valentina Rua Sanchez is hunting down here.
Look how rough it is. They're asking a lot of the bike work in there.
You see her moving her weight forward very, very neatly just to correct that.
So narrow, those trees onto that little bridge.
Ça bouge pas trop, hein. Je pense que ça sera derrière pour Sanchez.
That was nice. She threads up high around that big rock, opens up the left-hander.
Ça peut être que du commence. Bah ouais, c'est à la maison quoi. Commensal à la maison.
Crumbling in front of her very, very eyes. Heads down, crosses the line. Valentina Rua Sanchez, 0.3 of a second. She made time up. Good enough for 2nd place for the time being from the Colombian national champion. The MS Racing crew down at the bottom. Take a lot out of you at this altitude. Here we go. 10 to go. And the first of them.
Excusez-moi, il y a ma copine qui
passe. It's going to be this woman, Marine Caberu. Caberu, 11 UCI Downhill World Cup wins to her name. Had a massive crash in practice that did the rounds on social media earlier this week. Best results so far this season, a 2nd in Leogang. Her last win was in Mont Saint Anne at the end of last season. One of only a trio of winners inside the top 10 today. Best result here was 4th back in 2023 and through the fastest corners of the year, really nicely marked.
It's an aggressive start.
Rapide,
you
hein.
can see she was asking a lot of the
rapide
tires
pour Marine.
long right. Staying low out of the holes. Same again, look, she's low in the berm, trying to stay out of that soft top part that's all chopped out.
Yeah, it looked like she landed just a little bit short.
On va voir juste après le point 2, justement, là où c'est la speed lane, là, un peu.
Has some time to make up here, Caberu. What's the split gonna tell us? Yeah, 1.4.
Ah, ok, pas tant rapide que ça, et 1 seconde derrière, mais c'est pas grave, c'est au début. C'est totalement rattrapable. On a vu que rouler doucement au début, puis après tout lâcher, ça pouvait être possible. Ça a mordu un peu sur le côté, là.
And we mean credit where it's due, you know, the LOC and the course builders here, Rory Cunningham and his team. This course was in absolutely superb condition heading into this weekend. It just hasn't rained here properly in 5 or so months, and with a big deluge yesterday, but I mean, it was that dry before that. It made absolutely no difference at all. Look at that berm as well.
Yeah, they've had the Bowser out watering stuff to try and help it stick together, which, you know, that's a lot of effort to get that up there.
So if you're just joining us, Anna Newkirk leads the way with a 3 minute 10.185, well underneath the qualifying times of yesterday. Caberu down through the speed trap, 57.6 kilometers.
Oh la vache, elle a perdu le shit.
She wouldn't have known anything about that either. That's just reflex, isn't it?
Alors, va vraiment falloir donner tout maintenant. Hein. Parce que là, c'est très en retard pour Marine. Hein.
Nasty kick on that rock there.
The gap in the middle of that rock, Arden. It's a big pull, but it's worth it. Look at the
Kabirou et Hoffman qui sont pas fans.
Throughout practice sessions all week long.
Ils sont pas au top cette course. Hein.
3.2 seconds back at the second split for Kabirou. And Mark, it can be really, really difficult, can't it, when you're somewhere like this and you're trying to get like a bit of clear air in practice. There's just so much dust, it's hard to be able to spot your lines and dial them in when you can't see them.
Yeah, especially because there's no wind. It's quite still, very hot.
Ça perd du temps encore.
And the dust seems to hang in the trees. It makes visions very difficult, and you've got the light coming through the dust, which makes it even more difficult. You can see the shadows where she is now. That's difficult enough, and then the dust just further makes it more problematic.
J'ai l'impression qu'il encaisse une chier par rapport aux autres. Est-ce que c'est le ride qui est pas très propre ou est-ce qu'il y a un setup mauvais là? Je sais pas. Ça paraît bizarre.
Kabirou looking like she's not going to make it. 12 wins to draw equal with Tani Seagrave today for Canyon.
Elle a pris un crash.
Kabirou crossed the line 5.2 seconds back on that time of Anna Newkirk that leads the session.
I think it's just a case of like she's not got the
ouais, là, elle a pris,
so much to be really aggressive with it, and once it sort of tumbles away, there's no real way of like making a step to get it back.
It's hard to it's hard to peg it back on a track like this, isn't it? It's just folding.
If you don't have the intensity from the start.
Ardent.
Well, Hattie Harnden up next.
Avec le vélo tout moche.
On racing.
Avec
Honor Gammock. Harnden has been so fast in quali and practice sessions this season. Still perfecting the finals run, Mark, but the only rider in the top 10 other than Valley Hole to qualify to finals every round. So it has been a good year for Hattie.
Si la mobilette elle gagne.
Seen that big statement podium yet.
No, we haven't seen it, but she's learning her craft, she's learning her trade. She went to enduro, now she's come to downhill. She's immensely talented, and I don't doubt that she has it in her roster to win one of these things.
From Malvern in the UK, and I'm reliably informed by Martin Whiteley, who's sat beside Evie Richards' dad, that Hattie Harnden and Evie went to the same primary school, so perhaps no surprise there. 1.3 seconds back in the time of Anna Newkirk, so that tells us that Newkirk was intense from the gate.
Newkirk, elle nous a sorti une folie, j'ai l'impression. Hein. C'est 3.15 le temps de ref. 3.10, c'est pas mal.
Absolutely. Over the years, we've seen some big old crashes off that road gap in the wind.
She threaded that line nicely through there, dabs a left foot. Hopefully she gets clipped back in, it doesn't cost her too much.
Yeah, it keeps the bike moving nicely. You're going to have to take your chances today with the foot dabs.
See how chopped out that right-hand berm is, Rick, and this one here, it's really sort of falling apart. This next right is key for the speed trap.
Nicely done through there from Hattie Harnden.
Sorry, pardon me, it's this right that's key for the speed trap.
Yeah, this nicely delivers
c'est à ce moment-là qu'il faut aller fast.
Onto the straight, 58.7 kilometers an hour, 2.3 seconds back at the time of Anna Newkirk now for Hattie Harnden.
Écart. Ouais, je pense que ça va pas être suffisant non
See
plus.
the back brake just locking the rear wheel as it came off the ground there from Harnden.
She threads the needle nicely. There's nothing wrong with what she's just done there.
Pas très rapide. Hein.
Really unique bar and stem.
Ouais, c'est ça. C'est Dakota Norton qui avait une config de motocross là.
Land on other bikes. We saw Valentina Roa Sanchez really disappearing behind her stem through this section. Harnden stem more upright.
Je vous ai raconté que Dakota Norton, il m'avait vu pisser.
Second here. Goes for the double. Go for the gap, rolls through into the first set of woods.
Oh, I'd like to have seen that because Nesbitt, her teammate, went inside there.
Ah, moi aussi, Casimir, j'ai une anecdote.
Harnden.
J'étais bénévole à Champéry l'année passée au Coupe du Monde de vélo de descente et j'étais marshal le long de la piste. C'est-à-dire, je check que les gens se cassent pas la gueule et puis que ça se passe bien, quoi. Au bord de la piste, au bord de la piste, et puis pour les mecs qui courent et puis les spectateurs. Et puis, on devait se poster très tôt le matin parce qu'après il y a les entraînements, etc. Il fallait monter à pied, du coup c'était un peu relou. Et puis à un moment, je me suis dit, il faut que je pisse maintenant parce que sinon il va y avoir des spectateurs partout, ça va être chiant. Je pourrais jamais aller pisser. Du coup, je fais bon, allez, hop, je regarde à gauche, je regarde à droite. Allez, c'est parti. On va la faire la bigarre. Je t'ai foiré. Au secours. Non, je commence à faire mon truc. Et puis là, j'entends du bruit derrière moi, je me retourne et il est derrière moi, comme ça. Et il fait oh, sorry. Et puis il passe comme ça. Et je dis non, c'est moi. J'ai pas vu qu'il était là. Je l'ai raté derrière un arbre, je sais pas, mais le mec il s'est approché de moi en mode ah merde, il pisse. Oups.
Comfortably out
Voilà, petite anecdote rigolote.
Her really experienced teammate, Nina Hoffman. This weekend we saw Hoffman, one of the first riders down in the finish bowl, head in hand.
C'est parti pour Hulsbosch.
Fighting to get through that first chicane. Do you see the tires?
Putain, je m'étais mis derrière un arbre, quoi. Casse les couilles.
So much tighter through there. Then you'd think at race speed, really nicely round there from Hulsbosch.
Really close to the course.
Hulsbosch qui bombarde.
Fighting to stay in track limits.
Oh, c'est beau avec la poussière comme ça là. Ça, c'est un beau plan de drone. Des fois, c'est un peu le gerbotron de près là, mais de haut comme ça, j'aime bien.
Anna Newkirk has done something up top on that hot seat run of hers. That they are struggling to match here.
Ça tabasse, hein, cette piste, elle fait mal. Donc elle a une seconde de retard. Newkirk qui a vraiment été farce. Et puis ces jours, vous êtes inséparables. Oh, on a échangé nos nums et tout. Après, en fin de soirée, on va au même shot public, on se raconte nos vies.
1.1 seconds back at the first split. That's tidy through there.
Oh, horrible.
It all together nicely.
T'imagines?
We always talk about it,
tu fais que de le croiser au shot après. Super, quelle vie.
It's just about relearning your trade, I guess, at this stage.
Yeah, you've got to learn the intensity, you've got to learn the level, which is very few people that can just come in and compete from junior to elite unless you're completely exceptional. It took me a long time.
D'abord, je me suis dit, putain, il y a un type random qui m'a vu, casse les couilles. Après, je l'ai regardé partir, putain. Mais c'est pas un type random.
Time through the speed trap now. 58.6 km an hour, 1.9 seconds
ça augmente.
Second split, just opens the knees up to let the bike slide out underneath her there. Into the rock garden now, who's the
boss? C'est fou cette histoire.
Oh
là là. Oh le sapin. Aïe aïe aïe, le câlin au sapin. Ah merde. Ok, elle remonte juste pour passer bien. Ouais. Ok, plus de peur que de mal pour Hulsbosch. Ah ouais, mauvaise réception dans le pierrier, puis après hop, sapin.
A small stop into that evergreen tree.
She got enough room to get the speed.
Non mais je sais plus il y a de derrière chez les femmes, plus je me dis que les mecs ils vont se tuer. Ça va être terrible. Les pronostics pour les hommes vont être terribles.
I've seen her do that in the past as well. Have big moments and then just, I think it was here last season, she got a selfie with a marshal in the middle of the race and big character on and off the bike. Hulsbosch, exactly the same.
C'est vrai que le point 2 là, il est hyper long.
They know that the desired result is out the window, so.
Yeah, but good to see her though recommit back on the bike and won't have a DNF beside her name come the end of the day.
No, and she might get a really competitive last split.
On croise les doigts, chat, on croise les doigts, on touche du bois. Personne se fasse mal.
Any second on a dyno bike on a finals run at a UCI Dyno World Cup. It's learning as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is, yeah.
On entend la fanfare et tout, c'est vraiment la teuf.
Down towards the line, not going to be heard today, but
allez, petit whip.
20 seconds back on the time of Anna Newkirk, but yeah, let's see that again though. Here we go.
So she comes in here off the rock.
Oh putain, elle a... Oh Elle a failli se manger un soleil propre en ordre, mais heureusement, ça ne s'est pas fait.
She's really lucky to just ride it out, than not end up in a really. It would have been a nasty crash.
Amorti par le sapin.
As a result, at that point, from the moment of impact with that rock to how she managed to style it out, yeah, I'd take that.
Definitely, I agree.
Huge moment now, though, for Kate Hastings, another Kiwi, New Zealand. The most
Elle a eu mal, la Fox.
nation here in finals today, 12 riders through. One of them, Kate Hastings, younger sister of Jenna Hastings, of course, doing the World Cup circuit with her dad. Kate Hastings, first time making it through the finals in her first season.
Oh, she linked that together really nice. Got that little gap over.
She missed out by one spot in Q2.
Alors, est-ce qu'on a du vert ou pas? Non, toujours une seconde.
Huge moment and a great place to do
Et là, speed comme jamais en haut.
Great corner speed in that left-hander, holding the low line out of the bumps.
1.1 seconds back. The Hastings sisters, both through in the finals for the first time.
She's got a nice rhythm through those switchbacks now.
Heads down, endless left, right, off the bridge.
Definitely think that the wind
difficulté à relancer là. C'est un peu lent.
Blowing out the dust.
Yeah, it definitely has, hasn't it? Up top. So, Balanche have a huge crash off that road gap in the wind a couple of years ago.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
Won't pick up to that extent, but
Balanche, il s'était cassé la gueule.
Anna Newkirk, Jenna Hastings, Roa Sanchez, Harnden, Cabarrou, 59.8 kilometers an hour, 1.3 seconds back now from Kate Hastings. Take nothing away from her, Mark. Whatever happens, this is a huge, huge moment in her career.
Yeah, it is, and really nice. Opting for a different line at the end of that rocks, doesn't go over the big one, goes out wide. Maintains the speed and doesn't get that kick off there that some of the other riders have had.
There's never been a Kiwi UCI Downhill World Cup winner in the
Ah là c'est fast par contre. Est-ce qu'elle va nous gagner un peu de temps?
Worlds in 2004.
Léger.
Bref, non.
Kate Hastings, 1.7 seconds back at split free here in Arinsal, Andorre.
Je crois pas. Hein.
That win from Vanessa Quinn, the reason why Tanny Seagrave raced on those baby blue bikes for such a long time. That was a custom colour of her intents that day.
Yeah, you're right. Is that true?
That's true, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Coming at me with your Léger stats.
Regarde un peu l'article Pink Bike, mais il n'y a pas eu de dinguerie, il me semble.
Here, 2.2 seconds behind Anna Newkirk, who leads the way. Alifa Osgaard won the junior women's race for the fastest time of the day so far.
She's just allowed. She's
riding
really
pas de mort encore, je
super confident, allowing the bike to skip around underneath her, not getting too flustered and executing a fantastic run.
Great finals run from Kate Hastings in the fourth place, 1.8 seconds back.
Il est beau le pivot en rouge là, j'aime bien. Il t'en a parlé de pivot, Bruni? Je peux savoir si c'est de la merde ou pas.
Little round the rock.
Ah waouh, ça c'est beau. Pas mal.
I mean, it was neatly done, Mark.
Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it? You could see how precise she was, like so close to snagging a pedal on that rock. But yeah, it's a good line.
Next up, Jess Blewett. Getting faster and faster as we head towards the break. Came fourth after qualifying sixth at the last round. Always a good one in downhill, Mark, to go a few places better than you qualified, I guess.
Alors, est-ce qu'on va avoir du vert au début ou pas?
You're always looking forward. Oh, if I clean this up, execute this section a little bit better. Perhaps you've changed a little line this morning. Oh, she smashes through those holes at the end of that berm into.
Et oui, il nous reste
an incredibly stylish rider. Really good. The bike park stuff looking fast here.
Ah, c'était son 24e anniversaire hier.
I don't think that'll be the kind of celebration I would have on my birthday.
Est-ce qu'elle a trop fêté ou pas? On verra.
A cup of tea and watching GoPro.
But She can let her hair down this evening, Jess Blewett. 9
Ouais, j'ai cru entendre qu'Azaro il était intéressé.
We head into the mid-season break after
Azaro, petit drama de course rapide hier. Azaro, il a juste DNF. Il a pas fini. Il s'est tollé et il a abandonné. Donc on verra s'il est en forme dimanche.
It feels like only a couple of races ago we were talking about them being really up against it, and now through in the finals and fourth.
Okay.
You know, it's a funny sport. It's an individual sport, but at the same time, a team's fortunes can change just in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, absolutely. One weekend can tell a completely different story to the next.
Jess Blewett, another fast Kiwi on track.
She gets that corner really nice, that awkward one that I've talked about earlier in the feed.
It's just kind of a bank that you have to turn around. There's very little backside on it. You can't slide into it. You have to get the handlebars cranked over. 1.6 seconds back, the second split.
59.4 Ks through the speed trap. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen. Oh, a little bit messy, but she gathers it up through the rocks.
Elle était pas très loin du vert au premier split, hein.
The smallest of seconds.
Mais ça perd du temps là. Je suis pas sûr que c'est très rapide dans ce deuxième secteur là. Le troisième, je veux dire. 42 km/h. 49.
At the sixth round of the UCI Downhill World Cup in Arinsal, Andorre.
Ah, ça perd du temps un peu.
Gets round. The big berm, doubles, gets plenty of pedal strokes and gaps back into the woods. It's a big pull across that gap, isn't it? Into the woods.
It is a big pull, and also it's relatively flat, so the struggle to carry the speed in that berm, it seems like it's got a big hole. You know, it's hard to pick the bike up and get over that gap, but she made good sense of it.
Well, after this woman, 5 left at the top, Bowman, Hemstreet, Scarsy, Ernest, Hull, 2.2 seconds slower than Anna Newkirk. Newkirk's time standing up.
Du temps beaucoup.
Oh, she's confident through there.
Really nicely done through.
Bon, ça va être la surprise jusqu'au bout, je crois, chat. Ça va pas être un long combat. Ah, elle est pas contente.
Before she even crossed the line, 1.7 seconds back into 4th place for Jess Blewett.
Il y a beaucoup de déceptions parmi les participantes.
Nice, neat, tidy run from where we were sitting, Mark.
Yeah, she's committed here in this key section of rocks.
You can see,
she corrects herself a little bit there. She wants to get back right, and then goes all the way out wide into the bottom here and round the big rock on the exit.
Here we go, 5 to go. Lisa Bowman went
La Suisse, chat.
Shot at the Queen last time out. Her teammate Valentina Hall came out the winner.
On y fout. Cette fois, c'est pour toi.
Get a debut downhill World Cup win. Second at the last round, second at the round before it. There's only one more step on the podium.
Deuxième place.
Bowman wants it.
It's a committed start straight through that short, little sharp chicane into these big berms.
On en a marre des deuxièmes.
Committed around the top, through the holes.
Ça suce les virages.
Speed Bowman carries out of that one.
À la limite.
There was almost two-wheel drift before she hooked up on the last part of the berm and into the jump.
Yeah, got down on the inside of the bike and forced it to grip Bowman. On her run here, straight away.
Allez, Bowman, I believe in you.
She's raced cross country, still learning her trade on downhill, but
petite erreur là, ça a tapé de fou.
1.4 seconds back.
Et il y en a qui roulent sans gants, ouais.
Newkirk still leads
ça n'a pas l'air d'être le cas de Bowman là. Aïe, 1 seconde 4.
Newkirk, 3 minutes 10.1.
Est-ce que c'est cette erreur là au saut là qui l'a...
There's your top 5 so far. Hastings, Roa Sanchez.
Allez, il faut bombarder Bowman.
Hastings, 2 Hastings sisters inside the top 5.
That's as good as we've seen through there, Rick. Linking up all of those corners back to back.
Bowman off Menards Bridge. Turns right. And we know fitness levels wise, Lisa Bowman up there if anyone.
Oh, she was committed around that left-hander into that little off-camber.
Really, really wants this. The European Continental Champion wants a win amidst the top flight. Max Commensal, Cedric Ravenel, Looking on the bottom, 57 kilometers an hour.
Les mecs sont à la bench là.
It's slipping away a little bit. She needs some more intensity here.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh, ça passe sur le caillou. Ah, c'est la première fois qu'on voit ça, je crois. Elle est passée tout droit, rien à foutre. Ok, ok. C'est maintenant qu'il faut être fast. Et ça a l'air d'être le cas. Est-ce qu'on peut avoir les petits kilomètres-heure? On est à 43, 4, 5. Ouais. Ah, mais ça a gagné du temps, ça a gagné du temps. Allez, 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 on lâche les freins là. C'est parti, Bowman, c'est pour toi.
Pulls across the gap, lands on top of it into one of the last wood sections.
How does she look out the trees?
Bowman 1 second back, needs to find a second in these wood sections now if she wants to take on the top step and put herself in a position. And Bowman goes down, almost within sight of the finish line, and Arinsal amidst the dust.
It should look like a huge impact to her chest, Rick.
Oh, 4 to go after this, but Lisa Bowman, 2 second places in a row, still chasing that debut win, has a big crash late in the day in Arinsal Andorre, was within a second of Anna Newkirk's time.
We didn't quite see what happened. She came into our frame already parted company with the bike, so I think it'll be difficult to understand what exactly happened.
She was taking chances on
Ah, je suis dégoûté.
yeah, a couple of moments.
She definitely was. She was pushing, and she looks to be okay.
Yeah, here we go. She already had the crash by then, hadn't she?
Yeah, you can't see what.
Ah, c'est des monsters, j'ai cru que c'était des bitches.
What we're going to see, Max Commensal sling a can of
Peut-être un peu
monster
dingue,
across
ouais.
the pit there, but
Ah, elle commence à
Not gonna be
relâcher
easy
pour
by this,
booster la fin là.
but is this race
Elle a repris du temps.
going to be Gracie Hemstreet's top 5?
Bon, bah c'est toujours pas pour tout de suite.
Qualifying yesterday.
Tant pis.
Norco
M'a
by
prédit.
Adidas Race Divisions, Gracie Hemstreet. Looking for
Il y en a un qui se régale là, il y en a un qui a voté pour Hull. Il y a juste une personne qui a voté pour Hull et c'est Johnny Black. Qui se frotte les mains gentiment là.
Through the fastest corners
Alors peut-être.
of the season, we know Hemstreet. Few can match her when it comes to this stuff. But you get the feeling it's in the woods towards the bottom of it that this race is going to be
Bon,
won.
après, est-ce que la Canadienne va nous sortir un run de folie hein? Vous avez fait une belle saison. Ah, c'est proche d'être vert, hein, chat.
She's in touch here by 4
C'est proche d'être vert. Ça avait l'air lent, mais c'est plutôt smooth du coup.
Nicely across the road gap. Hemstreet sets herself up perfectly to attack the woods. Look at the sector times. Newkirk, Bowman, Hastings on the way down. So Hemstreet, it's about being
Alors, on
fast
va les secteurs
everywhere
rapides, je sais
today.
pas si vous avez vu.
Just goes high on exit of that berm slightly.
Intéressant.
And now the trees start to creep in again. So nearly won this race last season, crashed literally within sight of the line, got back on and still managed 5th position.
Elle nous avait fait des belles sorties de piste l'année passée aussi. Hein.
Heads
Dans le
on this
public là.
really fast speed trap section now,
C'est vert, chat, c'est vert.
59.7 kilometers an hour, and she's green.
De pas beaucoup, mais c'est
Nearly
vert.
7/10 of a second faster for
La
Gracie
Canadienne
Hemstreet.
qui est
The
peut-être de
Canadian
retour.
setting about it here in Andorre.
Pas faire d'erreur dans ce pierrier.
That
Ok, ça passe dessus
so
aussi.
fast through there for Hemstreet. Top 5 currently: Newkirk, Jenna Hastings, Roa Sanchez, Blewett, Kate Hastings. 1.8 seconds covering the top 5. There's only a second between them yesterday in qualifying through the Monster Energy Arch. Gracie Hemstreet putting one together here.
Une seconde avant le chat. Oh là là.
And then straight back on the pedals. That's the sort of intensity she needs to get across that gap. One
Est-ce
wrestle
que ça va
hard
finir à
earlier in the season, but you've got to go back to the 7th round of last season
3-9.
for her last downhill World Cup win. 1.4 seconds faster at the first split though. Gracie Hemstreet accelerating. Our team manager, Greg Menard, calls this place home. 2.3 seconds now faster for Gracie Hemstreet. Anna Newkirk's time in trouble.
2 secondes.
This is where she crashed last year.
Mais c'est une dinguerie.
Such problems in 2026. Down towards the hot seat. Can she get round this last burn? Hemstreet down towards the line. Goes fastest in Arinsal. 3:07.2. Fastest time we've seen.
Oh là 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 là. Rapide. Hein. Très très rapide. C'est le nouveau temps de référence pour la Canadienne qui nous a montré une performance. Bah, c'était parfait quoi. Hein. A pris les risques où il fallait, ça a passé.
Gracie Hemstreet, fastest in elites. There's Menard. Gracie Hemstreet leads the way with 3 to go then. Next
C'est
up,
parti pour Scarsi.
Gloria Scarsi. On her seemingly endless side quest to win the belted purse. But I bet if you asked her, getting a debut UCI Downhill World Cup win would be even sweeter. Scarsi for MS Racing on the zero bike. We know she can be super aggressive, super physical, one of the strongest in the game. Scarsi has been making good sense of this place all week long through the practice session. Scarsi, 3rd place in qualifying, just 2 riders left at the top. What's the first split going to tell us? Scarsi is in touch
Ok,
here.
c'est pas loin d'être vert aussi.
Behind Gracie Hemstreet so far.
Comme Hemstreet. Donc ça peut devenir vert après. Hein. Mettez votre ceinture, ça risque d'arriver.
Scarsi's riding these days. That's absolutely spectacular to watch. She's just tidied it up a bit, Mark, hasn't she? And you need to. This place, as you say, deceptive. Straightforward to go fast here. Very, very difficult to
Newkirk qui
win.
reste la plus fast au début. Hein.
Here we go, into the guts of the track now for Scarsi. These are the bits that you need to put together. Drone shot giving us absolutely superb images of what lies ahead of her. Oh no, Scarsi.
Ah.
Is that big hole again in the right hand?
Scarsi qui prend un trou. Je pense qu'elle va perdre du temps du coup.
Yeah, 4.1.
Ah ouais, c'est normal.
Back.
Chez les hommes, ça se voit moins parce qu'ils sont beaucoup, mais
And we just saw Mark cut out by that hole.
c'est un peu pareil.
Yeah, I was just about it's the worst place to lose speed because there's that long straight where the speed trap is a critical mistake
Elle a pris
in a
4
key
secondes sur
area.
cette erreur.
Because that is where it just
Elle a pris le
carries
trou
all
là.
the way down and
4
Scarsi,
secondes. Paf.
we saw it take out Phoebe Gale,
Finalement, ce sera pas
first
vert.
rider in this race, and
sera
Scarsi's
derrière.
fallen victim to it now as well. The wait for the debut
Je pense
win.
pas que les
Looks
4
like it's
secondes,
going
c'est
to continue for
rattrapable. En
Gloria
plus, ça
Scarsi.
augmente.
I think she'll be really frustrated to have made that mistake right in that section.
Scarsi across there.
Carries good speed out onto the piece, though, back into the woods.
4.897 seconds back. What could have been today for Gloria Scarsi? It's a huge margin to overturn. She's got very little track to play with now. Let's see what she does through here, though. Might be telling.
She looks good. She looks exactly like she knows what she's doing. Allowing the bike to move around underneath her, no problems.
Gets over to the right-hand side there, over that big rock. Nicely Scarsi, but 5.9 seconds back yet. We thought it would be. And that is how quickly it can go wrong in Leinsterheide here, Mark.
Yeah, I think it's the intensity that this hill
pour,
has, this track this afternoon. So easy to make mistakes, and it's to get away with you with an easy mistake.
2 to go.
Ah, dommage.
Here we go, look, this is it. And just there, yeah.
Ah la vache, ouais, ça a freiné de fou.
It's that same hole, isn't it?
Yeah, she looks like she's just missed a braking point. The bike's got away from her, and then she's had to grab on to regain control. As I said, right in a key point.
Two riders left at the top of the hill. The first of them, Sasha Ernest.
10 seconds.
What a qualifying performance from her.
Trek
What a race
incassable.
last time out in La Tuile. Third at the last round with an injured hand as well.
Wow!
She
Turned hard left around that apex marker.
I said there's been a few people really tight to those
Solide
markers.
Is that just race day pace being that little
Solide
bit
ce
higher?
virage.
It's that urgency. You come out at the start, you want to just deliver all the power you've got, and then you end up fighting for fine margins to get around. She made it through, no problem. It won't have cost her any time.
Sasha Ernest then, she's looking forward to getting into the mid-season break, get her hands sorted out. You can see still taped up, still in some pain with it, but cracking on.
She skips to the left of the track, links up, doubles across those couple of rocks there, makes it look really easy.
She's faster by 0.3 of a second. Sasha Ernest in the lead of the race as things stand.
C'est vert, chat. Mais c'est toujours le deuxième temps, si je comprends bien.
Very, very few mistakes.
Premier split.
Oh, that was fast through that left.
Top 5 currently Hemstreet, Newkirk, Hastings, Rose
Ah, mais
Sanchez,
M-Street
Blewett.
était plus rapide au début, du coup.
The Kiwis on form this weekend.
Okay,
More
okay.
of them through the finals than any other
Elle a
nation.
battu Kirk.
Sasha Ernest, second qualifier.
Oh, she committed into that left-hander there.
The queen of Arinsal, Valley Hole, waits at the top.
A little bit inside in that right, staying out of the holes. That's smart riding.
It looked fast through there as well.
See how she picks it up and skips across those two holes.
Here's this really awkward left. Gloveless as well. Sasha Ernest, true Kiwi style. But that
Sangon
might help her
apparemment
here,
aussi.
Mark, 'cause with the finger strapped up, it's
J'ai pas
one
fait
less
gaffe.
thing on your
Ah
hand.
oui, mais parce que
Yeah, I
c'est
think
elle qui a
so.
blessé
It's the
un
injury
doigt.
to her hand. She's unable to put gloves
C'est pour ça
on.
qu'elle est plus rapide, parce qu'elle n'arrive pas à freiner.
Back at the second split for Sasha Ernest.
Ah, elle a pris une seconde là.
We know Hemstreet was absolutely
Mais bon, c'est
spellbinding
après
through
le
the
secteur 2 qu'il faut être
back brake. We
rapide.
know that is something that she likes to do.
Sasha was pretty precise there. There was nothing wrong with the way she went through there.
Ernest down in through the trees now, up to Star Wars speed, sets herself up wide, gets a straight line, really nicely through there, under the Monster Energy Arch.
Tucking down behind the bar, she's looking to carry as much speed as she can.
Ernest for Trek, unbroken, 46 kilometers an hour, 48 kilometers an
Ça
hour.
augmente, ça augmente.
Stands on the pedals, gets across the double, hits them again on the way across the gap.
You can see her BMX experience coming into play
Yeah.
over that jump.
Il disait qu'on peut voir l'expérience d'un
Once again, down by
rider de BMX là pour direct pédaler après le virage. Wow! Salut à toi, Joaquin.
Yeah, front end one,
Bienvenue.
nothing to do with that. Ernest convinced it to get round there somehow. Being really, really aggressive through the trees. 2.6 seconds back though.
Time
Vamos!
is just slipping away slowly but surely.
Gracie Hemstreet starting to believe at the bottom. Sasha Ernest in trouble here against the clock. Impala and Salah.
Welcome here,
Needs
Joaquin.
to find something here, the Kiwi. For Trek unbroken. Just the last gap jump to go. Sasha Ernest crosses the line and goes into second.
Et va à la deuxième place avec 2 secondes. Hein.
Gracie Hemstreet.
Oh, M-Street a mis un temps de malade mental.
Sasha Ernest. The wait for the debut win continues, but look at this,
Ah,
Mark.
mais ça, c'était dinguerie, ça.
Whoa! Great bike riding, cat-like.
And then it's
Une dinguerie, ça.
shape after, and she just gathers it all up and carries on like nothing's happened.
Ryan Gall down there at the bottom, waiting for her, but here we go.
The Queen.
One to go, and it is Commensal, Schwalbe by Les Ors.
On est parti, la dernière rideuse, les mains en l'air, tout le monde.
Valentina Hall, 145 beats per minute on the Whoop Live in the gate.
140,
Ready to go.
tranquille, no pressure.
Has come second here twice, has won here twice, has won a UCI Downhill World Championships here. One of her happiest hunting grounds. 151 now on the Whoop Live as she sets off through the fastest turns on the UCI Downhill World Cup circuit.
Oh, you see how she held that line low in that turn.
Yeah, landed nice and deep into it, then committed to it. Valentina Hall into the stratosphere here in Arinsal, Andorre.
Inside again there, she holds a low line, still skips over that jump. It's right on the exit of the turn.
She's won
Est-ce que ça
4
va être vert au début?
5 so
Je
far
pense
this
pas.
season. Only Anna Newkirk has robbed her of one. Just set the bike up sideways there.
She lost a bit of traction, loaded it in, with her, like used her power and her strength to drive it down.
Attention les virages Valley, on te connaît. Hein. On sait que des fois ça glisse.
In the finals,
Pitié.
every time of asking Valley Hole.
That was fast into there. She hit that hard.
She's 0.6 of a second faster at split one. On a Commensal, which we know crucial in this part of the world. Max Commensal at the bottom.
If there's one that you want to win, it's this one with Max stood at the bottom in his hometown.
Yeah, Valentina Hole loving being on a Commensal in 2026. It's working very, very well for her. Gracie Hemstreet, though, would love to claim a win this season and is in control of the hot seat as things stand.
She carries so much speed through that series of
Attention le
corners down
trou,
into
hein.
that awkward one.
Ok, elle est passée.
Yeah, it's getting rougher and rougher there, isn't
C'est
it,
passé
Rick? Into
crème.
the speed trap now. What has she got?
C'est toujours vert, chat. De pas beaucoup. Ça a perdu un poil de temps. Mais on sait qu'après le deuxième secteur, faut bombarder. Wow. Attention. Ça commence à fatiguer. Zone 5 dans les BPM. On est à 182. 183.
Valentina Hall cracks on through the trees now. The lights are still green, but not by as big a margin as they used to be. Zone 5 in the red on the Whoop Live for Valentina Hall.
Check vitesse là.
At altitude.
Non, elle n'a pas le droit. Elle préfère montrer les battements.
She's built by 3/10 mark.
She has.
Squashes her way across the double, across the gap into the woods now. Needs to nail the exit here.
Yeah, she does across the piece. Carries great speed now.
Straight back into position as well, Valentina Hall. So strong, that core strength of hers. Deploys it so well at every single track.
Look how she forces the bike into the ground when she wants it to change direction.
Yeah,
so much
crazy.
conviction in her riding.
0.7 of a second it remains. There's absolutely nothing.
Green.
Valentina Hall.
It's green.
Pulls up high there over the rock.
C'est toujours vert là. Secteur 4, ça bouge pas le temps. Pas beaucoup en tout cas.
Out into the open.
Est-ce que ça va passer pour Hull?
Final sector. It's Valentina Hall gonna get another win at 2026.
Oh, c'est fast.
She does. By 4
fast.
of a second, Valentina
Et
Hall
c'est
wins.
Johnny
Arinsal
Blacksmith
in front of Max
qui
Commensal
récupère les puntos.
Gracie Hemstreet has to settle for second place. It's a personal record of 5 elite wins in a season for Valley Hall. Career win.
Waouh, quel run parfait pour Valley, mais pour Hemstreet aussi, hein, ça s'est joué à rien du tout. Incroyable. Par ici les puntos.
Now she's done it in the bike brand's hometown. She can deliver under pressure when it matters.
This is as good as we've seen Valentina Hall, you know. And
Incroyable.
It feels strange saying that given how much she's achieved. So
Du coup, c'est quoi? C'est Valley, Hemstreet et puis Ernest.
Oh, it's so impressive to watch. Some of the things that she does just look instinctive, like they're so
Préparer la
natural.
prédiction pour les hommes.
Yeah, like that. I was like, that's a moment, but then she just has the confidence to just drive it in there, and it.
Tell us what you mean by the aggression. Like it's we don't always see elite women in the history of the sport riding with the aggression of a Valentina Hall.
No, we don't, and sometimes it's the power and the understanding of how to use your legs
pendant que je prépare le pronostic pour les hommes.
to drive the suspension in the ground and make the tires just search for any bit of grip. And she does that, uses her legs and her strength to command the bike and really, I'm in charge and you're going to do this, and it does it.
But like Jordan Williams as well, last time out in La Tuile, you never really get that feeling that she's hunting for time in difficult places. She just does the straightforward stuff faster than anyone else, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, it is easier said than done, and that's where you sort of that good that you can key into those fine margins and build a race run like that.
34th win in elite women's downhill for Commensal. Also the best ever combined finish for two sisters in elite UCI downhill World Cup racing, with Jenna Hastings in 5th and Kate Hastings in 8th. Valentina Hall then wins ahead of Gracie Hemstreet and Sasha Ernest. Let's hear from Arinsal Schwalbe
Ok,
by les
j'ai préparé la
Azores.
prédiction.
Valentino
Je vais la lancer quand ça va partir.
What a season she's having. She's down there with Emma.
Oh, Lisa, fais chier là. Ah, je suis dégoûté pour Lisa, moi. Ah, petite interview.
Win number 5 of the season.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit?
How does it feel?
It's insane, honestly. I had such a hard practice this morning. Nearly died in the rock garden and didn't feel like wanting to risk my life today, but somehow at the start my brain turned off, I guess. I don't know what happened, and yeah, made it happen again. Well, I'm really happy for holidays now. Honestly, this is too stressful.
The season for you has been really consistent. You've won 5 rounds, which is the most rounds you've ever won all season. What do you think are some of the things that have changed for you?
Well, I guess obviously the team environment is a massive upgrade. The bike is insane. The Arinsal bike is really doing me a big favor on these tracks. And yeah, I saw the juniors time this morning. I was like, oh my God, I need to go faster. But yeah, somehow made it happen. So super happy.
How much does it make seeing those junior times and really making you push?
Well, it's definitely stressful because you're like, how can I go 9 seconds faster compared to yesterday? And then, yeah, they're inspiring and they're pushing, and it will be fun and stressful to race against them next year.
We know that on this track also you have to be so aggressive, correct?
Yeah, it's like a fine line between pushing hard and then also knowing where the limit is. I definitely found it this morning in practice, so I was the confidence was not there, but somewhere in my race run I forgot all about it.
Well, we're really glad to see you back on top. Congratulations, Valley.
Thank you.
Incroyable, ouais. Je me posais la question, mais comment je vais faire pour avoir 9 secondes d'avance pendant que ma qualif?
Aboard Arinsal Schwalbe by les Azores.
Ah, nice. Ah, Valentin 41.
Valley claiming 1 and 3. Hemstreet taking 2 and 4. Sasha Ernest got the 5th.
Ernest 19 au secteur 5.
A 306.7.
Damn.
From Valentina Hall wins the day.
Qui était pas loin du podium, hein. Elle a tenu longtemps. 3-10, il était beau. Hein.
Huge margins from Valentina Hall, Mark.
Pas mal.
Yeah, absolutely. She's just.
Bon, vous êtes chaud pour les mecs maintenant ou quoi?
Time over the week. Great to see.
Gracie, your second podium of the season. How does it feel?
Yeah, good and bad at the same time. I definitely really wanted to win here, so. But it's good to, I'm feeling like good on the bike finally, so, yeah.
How was the feelings in that last section? We know last year you had a bit of an unfortunate crash in that last section. What were the feelings and what was going through your brain during that?
I was honestly struggling in that section all week, to be honest. I have a little PTSD maybe, but yeah, I think I overbraked a little bit there, but it's okay. I made it to the bottom this year, so it's a win.
Did you also see the junior times and be like, I really need to push and I really need to be aggressive?
Yeah, I did not think I'd beat Alita, but I did, barely. So yeah, next year will be, scary.
Exciting stuff. Congratulations, Gracie.
Thank you.
Hemstreet qui disait qu'elle était partie pour gagner, mais malheureusement, Vali trop forte. Et puis elle avait peut-être un peu encore de trauma de l'année passée où elle était tombée vers la fin de la piste. Et du coup, elle était un peu stressée de passer, de pouvoir réussir toute la course. Mais c'est une belle troisième. Hein? Ah non, c'est 6 points. Ouais, c'est une belle deuxième place.
Leads of Ironman by 553 points heading into the mid-season break. Gracie Hemstreet in third, Newkirk in fourth, and Newkirk ended up fourth today. Well, we can hear from Sasha Ernest now from Track Unbroken, third place today.
Miles Jones 7, qu'on la voit plus. Hein.
Down there now.
Nuke Prof, ça se passe pas bien. Hein.
Sasha Ernest, third place again, but we really thought you had it. What about you?
I really thought I had it. I kind of put it in my head yesterday. Obviously, you need the confidence and, I don't know, to feel good about yourself. But yeah, I kind of knew by the last woods I was way too fatigued to win, to be honest. And yeah, big up the base first two, way farther in front than we were. So, the rest of us, sorry. But yeah, I mean, still a good run, and I can't be too disappointed with third. I got third last week. So yeah, 2 podiums in a row, I'm stoked. But obviously there's always an element of wanting more.
We also saw in that top section you were super close to that line. You're really pushing the limits. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, I think I'd accidentally done that first one this morning as well, so I wasn't too fazed by it. So I kept trucking along after that, but yeah, it was actually pretty of a close call. I hope I didn't actually hit it, but I don't think it affected me too much. But yeah, it was pretty windy at the top. It's definitely a lot faster than it was for the past 2 days, but yeah, it'll be interesting.
What does this break look like for you? We know we've got 6 weeks, so what are your plans?
I'm going to head to China for a week, do some promotional stuff like that, and see my family, which is nice after a couple months, and then head back to France and just, yeah, keep riding, keep working, and making my mental game the best it can be.
Well, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bah ouais, Ernest très contente de son deuxième podium d'affilée. Malgré les douleurs au doigt, elle a tout donné. Il y a un peu de vent au début, elle a dit. Un peu gêné. Puis là, elle va aller voir sa MIF, prendre un peu de repos et puis revenir en France encore plus forte. C'est la France après, c'est léger. Il y a une petite pause, hein, je crois, après. On a... Oui, le choc.
Yeah, you always get that sense when a rider immediately starts talking about missing out on a win.
Ah oui, c'est ça, on se revoit après fin août. Oh, les gens, on va pas se voir après. Après dimanche, c'est le dernier jour, et puis après, il y a les vacances. On va pas se voir pour... Ah! Et il y a des gens qui vont au jet. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens dans le chat au jet, là? Moi, je veux vous voir sur les cams, hein.
A good run and came up a fraction short.
Third place today.
C'est du 20 au 23 août pour ceux qui demandent. Bien sûr. Nice.
After a really strong qualifying
on va faire péter le village une fois là.
Another good weekend for Ernest. Another good weekend for this woman, Gracie Hemstreet.
Salut Mystique. Putain, mais ça fait longtemps qu'on l'a pas vu lui dans le chat là. Tu seras au jet toi? On est en train de se dire qu'après il y a une petite pause là de quelques semaines et qu'on se reverra fin août après le live de demain. Ah oui, vous avez vu? Oh, je disais ça hier au short track, ils reçoivent des pierres tombales. Ils sont belles les pierres tombales, non?
Parallels between her and Caroline Chusson. Rachel Afferton getting 5 wins in a season. The Valentina Hall section of the history books.
Je sais pas comment y aller. Bah, il suffit de se lever, de prendre la voiture et puis d'y aller quoi. Arrête, t'arranges avec Casimir pour dormir.
Yeah, disappointment for Bowman today as well. Hopefully she's all right after
Sud-ouest.
crash.
Sud-ouest. Ah ouais, c'est à l'opposé. Bah après ça change rien, tu prends la voiture et puis c'est parti quoi. Moi j'ai pas prévu d'y aller cette fois. Hop là, le champagne dans les yeux, super. Ah, c'est pour ça qu'il faut laisser les lunettes. Voilà, Sacha et Ernest aveugle. Voilà comment Vali se débarrasse de ses adversaires. Un coup de champagne dans les yeux. Le mec il doit faire 20 heures de bagnole là.
Interesting to hear Sasha Ernest though saying that yeah, she's seen her family and stuff, but she's
Mystique, le marabouteux originel.
stuff to do, some media stuff to do, and busy
Ça vote les
lives of a
courses.
pro cyclist.
C'est toi qui as fait tomber Bowman là, je suis sûr. Salaud.
Sometimes the manufacturer wants you to be involved in, and that's just another side of your job. You know, you spend the winters or season break doing those kind of things, and it all adds to what you bring to that sponsor or brand.
I'll tell you what, it's
Vali qui est top 1. Hop là. La plaquette. Bravo. Bravo pour la plaquette.
But 553 points in the overall to the
Par contre, ça c'était
whole, but
ouais, on sait que t'es un monstre fan de Asa.
More relaxed than I think I've ever seen her. She looks very, very comfortable, and Clearly, that's what
Il est où d'ailleurs? Il est pas là? Ah si, Vermette. Vermette, 11e à partir.
I think exactly that. She's got great people around her. She believes in the bike and the components that she's using. And then that makes her job easy, you know.
Look at the battle between second and fourth place between Bowman, Hemstreet and Newkirk in the overall standings.
Bon, vous savez quoi, pendant qu'il n'y a pas encore de... Je vais vite me chercher à boire et puis j'arrive. Hydratez-vous, hein, binge ou de l'eau. L'eau c'est bien quand même. Mais à tout de suite.
Are left at the top of the mountain here in Arinsal, Andorre. Don't go anywhere. This one promises drama from the off. Hello, and you are all very welcome to our coverage of the 6th round of the UCI Downhill World Cup for Elite Men. Here from Arinsal, Andorre, in just over 2 minutes' time. The race will get underway. Here at a track we've been coming to since 2022, but a part of the world we've been coming to for 16 or so years. See Jackson Goldstone getting warmed up at the top of the hill in the UCI Downhill World Champs Fest. Lockie, Stevens, McNabb, first time, fastest qualifier yesterday, back with a bang for Trek Unbroken. Oisin O'Callaghan, his teammate, is in, as is Matt Walker. Vergier in 13th, Reese Wilson in 14th, so big names throughout the order as we head into this one. Ethan Craik won Q2. Tyler Waite wasn't far behind him. As we look at Asa Vermette warming up, they are getting ready to go here at round 6 of the UCI Downhill World Cup for Elite Men. My name's Rick McLaughlin. I'll be taking you through this one. And alongside me, my good friend and colleague, Mark Beaumont. Mark, this is going to be a game of margins today, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be wild this afternoon. The intensity is gonna be through the roof. We know that we're gonna get tight times, and you're gonna have to risk probably beyond like your actual comfort zone to deliver a winning run.
The track crumbling here in Arinsal, Andorre. Very, very little rain in this part of the world all year long. We had a lot of rain yesterday afternoon, but it's...
Hop là, puis on est de retour et c'est parti. La prédiction, chat. Vous dites rien, vous participez pas au live. Hein. La prédiction, 5 minutes, ça vous va? On est parti. Moi, je peux vous dire qu'il y a les deux frères Alran dedans, et ça fait plaisir. Elle a dit quoi?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hop là, c'est parti. Chat, 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to pronostic your winner with the channel point. It's now.
Great speed, Danny.
Just below the chat, on left side.
Across those big rocks there, like it's not even there.
Good to see Danny through into 5. For Norco Adidas Race Division. Two-time UCI Downhill.
Ouais, non, non mais il y a le live, Mystique, t'inquiète. Oh my God. Salut Backdoorez, tu peux pronostiquer ton gagnant en bas à gauche dans le chat avec les points de chaîne, c'est maintenant. Vous pouvez pronostiquer. Moi, qui c'est que je vais mettre? Je vais mettre... J'ai oublié avant, donc je vais le faire maintenant. Ah, Pierron, hein, je pense que Pierron, c'est pas bon. Un petit tir à la run, là. Ah, je sais pas. Ouais, Lucas Shaw. Ah, peut-être Lucas Shaw, ouais. Petit Lucas Shaw, là.
Look at the top of the standings. Only 2 points between Amaury Pierron and Finn Isles. Should be a fascinating race today. Danny Hart, the front end, just trying to get him into the rock garden. First time we've seen it.
Non, allez. On va voter comme Arinsal.
Gets that pre-jump over that rock. That gets his wheels down a little bit earlier, and he can start his turn a little bit.
Oula, j'ai mis beaucoup. J'ai peut-être mis trop.
If he'd clipped the rock.
And then you're straight back up to Star Wars speed through there, through the Monster Energy.
J'ai peut-être misé beaucoup. Les gars, faut pronostiquer, hein, parce que celui-là qui gagne, il en gagne des points. Bon, je me suis pris un petit truc à graille, je suis là.
It's full of holes now, so it's not easy to get the speed required to get the full way across. It jumps out onto the off-camber.
Full commitment out onto the piece there.
Yeah, that's not nothing. The exit to these woods, absolutely crucial.
I think he's obviously growing in confidence. The bike looks more settled underneath him. Pulls up high there, over that big rock, doesn't phase him, carries great speed down, out into the piece once more.
Danny Hart riding so well. Here in Andorre, crosses the line to give us our benchmark time of a 2:49.
Et on est à 3:49 pour Danny Hart, la légende. La légende de Champéry. Ouais, je me suis un peu excité là. J'ai mis beaucoup. Les pronostics, chat, hein, il faut pronostiquer. Allez, Tom, on pronostique. Je veux pas le savoir.
Oh, he carried good speed out into that piece there. He's 1.3 up currently at sector 3.
Nicely done through there.
Bike skipping around underneath him as he tries to get it slowed down into that left-hander.
He's got a margin to play with, turns into 2.1 seconds now.
Oh, it bounces to the middle. I'm not sure if he wanted to do that or not, but it turns out all right. Back out into the piece now.
Vieira heading down towards the line. Is he going to displace Danny Hart? You can see that berm sliding away underneath him. Crosses the line, 2.5 seconds faster.
Allez, Roger Vieira, là.
Great run.
Ils sont où les Brésiliens dans le chat? Where is Brazil in the chat? Hey, Brazil.
Well, apologies. Apologies for the language, Roger Vieira.
Il t'avait puré, mais qu'est-ce que... Mais c'est incroyable ce temps et tout. Il était trop content, Roger Vieira, le Brésilien. Alors il est content pour lui. Et je retourne à mon gâteau aux noisettes.
Bernard's on the sidelines with a broken knee. I'm sure he's pretty proud stood there watching his boys go on.
Oh, Maples. Just
oh là là.
Cooks things, needs to re-enter the course.
Glissade de Maples.
It was clever that he had the nous to realise that he's got to turn it round around that pole.
What goes wrong here, Mark?
Well, I think he's late immediately, does a big hop, and then as he lands, he gets a two-wheel slide. His weight's all out of place, and it's just trying to survive it, not go down.
Yeah, but he'll keep swinging at this. Dylan Maples, rest assured. Yeah, look, 8.3 seconds back on the last split, though. Will cross the line to see his teammate in the hot seat and be frustrated with himself after that. Fastest junior time was a 2:47 Williamson. Roger Vieira's already gone underneath that with a 2:46.6. Second rider down. Fastest qualifying time from yesterday, a 2:46.1, so we're half a second outside it. This man on our screen now may have something to say about that. Luke Meyer-Smith leaves the Star Hut for Giant Factory off-road. And that little bus stop at the start, Mark, much tighter on race day pace.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen a few people getting close to that.
You can see the windsock kicking up now as well, so it's getting windy up top. Really aggressive from Meyer-Smith.
It just tightens up right at the end, that berm tightens up into that jump. And you see it's almost like a pinch point where they've got to sort of knife it, I can drive it in there.
C'est brutal de sa part,
and off the takeoff.
À Meyer-Smith.
So far this season, 9th at the third round for Luke Meyer-Smith. What's the first split going to tell us?
He had a nice little gap through there, Rick.
10th of a second faster. So Luke Meyer-Smith getting to work here. Oh, front end.
That was
just let go on him.
That was a big front end push there.
And he'll lost a bit of momentum there, Mark.
Yeah, he will gaps in here.
Très bon ce gâteau aux noisettes. Sévère pour Meyer Smith.
These switchbacks, left then right, then left
De
and
presque
right.
rien.
How difficult is it? Put us on the bike to put that on
See
your
that
head.
pre-hop?
Yeah,
See
lovely.
that pre-hop? Yes, it's really difficult to put it out of your head. You need to have that mindset where I've just got to focus on the next thing. You can't dwell. If you dwell, you're losing time anyway. So you have to quickly learn that you can't dwell on your mistakes. Not at this level anyway.
Oh. The Australian national champion making good sense of that really awkward left-hander.
Meyer, il détruit la piste. Il est en tracteur là.
Really sort of forced it through there.
63.1 kilometers an hour for Luke Meyer-Smith. Off-road down the side of a mountain on a push bike.
The bike skipping all over.
Ah ouais, je suis sûr, ouais.
Went deep there.
A little bit deep, yeah.
La copine n'est pas là.
Gets that pre-hop, gathers it up.
Attention, Lixi pour tes doigts, Meyer, il te les détruit facile aussi. Hein.
Yeah, you've got to pull it up out of your turn upright.
Petit trou sur les doigts là.
And then lean it back over straight away on that flat, gravelly right.
Look at the speed of Meyer-Smith going through here. What a racetrack we have in our hands in Arinsal, Andorre. He's lost
Lil Bra.
4 seconds though.
Welcome.
Oh, he's right on the edge there. He's trying to.
Big case.
You see, he's just trying to navigate around that hole, but he had so much speed that it just wasn't room to get it round there.
You come from Australia?
There's to manage a case that big, but Luke Meyer-Smith gets it away with it, turns left.
I was there.
Through the trees, and that one mistake has just had a ripple effect on a mark of wee bit, but it's been
5 months ago.
Yeah, has he lost
in
his
Australia
a little bit?
for 1 month.
Yeah,
slipping away now.
In holidays.
3 seconds back on the big giant glory.
What a nice
Lake Placid last season.
country, very crazy people.
Lively, if
But lovely people, but crazy.
Yeah, skipping around a lot. Luke Meyer-Smith, 3rd place, 3.6 seconds.
Ouais, c'est vrai que j'ai de la chance. Elle est plus triathlon, mais elle kiffe aussi.
I mean,
Where do you come from?
Way of it, and then he managed to get the pedal strokes back in, but it just cost him momentum, didn't he? As we see Luke Wayman leave the star hop. Continental Atherton.
That was good through there. You see how the bike just stuck, planted.
He's right in amongst it here, Wayman. 0.8 of a second back at the 3rd split.
Yeah, that was nice through there.
On that Atherton belt-driven prototype, 2.5 seconds though between 3 and 4. So
for Perth.
Nice and tidy.
I didn't go to Perth. The other side.
Tidy doesn't win bike races.
We start a road trip from Cairns to Brisbane.
Really impressive between 3 and 4.
After we take a plane to
a load of time. Danny Hart, first rider of the day, still in 2nd place as things stand.
Uluru. After Sydney for the New Year. After Kangaroo Island.
Next up though.
Ça fait combien de temps? Ça fait une bonne dizaine de minutes, Whisky.
Who will make some good sense of this place.
Comment tu vas?
Watch Wayman through the rock garden.
T'as pas raté grand chose, Whisky, t'inquiète.
That's such a big pool.
They just go through it like there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's...
On sent l'ancien, mais même pas, hein, c'est l'anglais voyage en vrai.
Downhill racing his next podium will be
Il était au Canada.
elite World Cup.
Ah oui, il est quelle heure là? Ah oui, un mec de l'Australie, un mec du Canada là, putain, les décalages d'horaire là, ça y va.
Oh yeah, they will. He knows exactly how to execute this run in these kind of conditions. Similar to back home, it's dry and arid. Oh,
Troy Brosnan, c'est parti.
Look how low he gets.
Assis.
Look at the speed of him through there. Go on, Troy. Big inside there.
Troy, il adore quand c'est sec par contre, hein, ça va les foutre.
Absolutely gone now. That's.
See how he picks it over to the left, skips over those rocks like there's nothing there, throws it into the left-hander again. Nice little double, links it up.
Yep, and he's a 1/4 of a second faster.
And it's green.
Into the green for Brosnan, who's in the red.
Really tight in that right-hander into this step down.
Crosses the road gap.
There's nothing in person.
Troy Brosnan.
Oh, there's conviction in that left-hander.
Well, for us, there is everything to see because it's completely different from Switzerland. I'm from Switzerland, so it's completely different.
He's so compact with his style in his corners is pretty exceptional to watch.
This
Ah ouais.
is good to my eyes. Troy
Oui, puis des fois ça dépend. J'étais allé à Vancouver
Fast through there.
et puis après à Jasper. Puis je crois qu'il y a 1 ou 2 heures de différence entre les deux. Pourtant sur la carte c'est pas très loin. Enfin, c'est pas très loin, c'est des heures de bagnole.
Nailed that right.
Mais vu du
Into the
ciel,
speed
c'est
trap.
pas immense quoi.
Behind the bars.
62.6 kilometers an hour through there. Fabian Burrell liking it at the bottom.
See that little gap to settle the bike at the end? That was really nice.
Tags his way across there nicely.
Looking good for Brosnan.
2 seconds faster, Troy Brosnan.
Ça se passe bien là, c'est vert. 1 seconde
Yeah,
2.
sometimes you want that little tag and it settles the bike.
On a juste des cactus
Push
verts.
it straight onto the floor.
Oh, look at the speed of him through there.
Just cactus.
Troy Brosnan. You can tell.
Yeah, but you got some
definitely. He's got a bit of teeth,
some whale,
This is the
some
hole. Gets the
shark whale. We can't see in the other side.
Momentum
I
across
think.
the gap.
Oh, he's fast out there onto the piste. Inside here, Rick, look.
You have animals.
Riders left. We haven't
There
seen
is not
many do that this afternoon.
in Cairns or
Got his last win,
Sydney.
Mont-Saint-Anne 2024.
Ah, ça rafraîchit le chat, bravo, merci. Merci pour le chat.
Andorre, Troy Brosnan heading towards the
24 rayons. Thank you for the
1.2
cat.
now. Faster than Roger Vieira.
I like that. He gets that little pre-op into that left-hander, gets the backside settled. The
Mystic in the chat asking you if you got some strange animal, company animals,
It's all red. It's all Brosnan.
like crocodile or something like this.
Faster than Roger Vieira and into the
Je pense pas. I don't think so.
Canyon.
Où est le chat? Ah, comment on dit?
That was like rolling back the years, wasn't it? That was Troy Brosnan back at some of his best riding. Look at this.
He looks sick off there.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
it looks so good.
It's pretty cool to see someone come across the finish line and release that emotion. He's pleased with it. He knows he's done his job for the day. Anyone that beats that,
Ton anglais
you know what I mean? You just take it on the chin.
Yeah, well.
Ah, en tout cas, il est mieux que les Alran, hein. Elle a dit quoi?
This little landlocked microstate home. Angel Suarez Alonso, Spanish national champion.
Yeah, whale sharks. No?
He's in touch, quarter of a second.
We was looking for it and we found we can see
It's faster at the first
in
split.
the area of
On
Perth.
the way through there and then goes wider on exit and has to.
Oh là là, ça slalom monte les cailloux là pour Angel Suarez Alonso.
Outside in the left before. Maybe it just makes it a bit simpler for him and he can stay at one speed.
Ou que le pont,
It's
effectivement.
hard to tell because on one hand it looks like you're making a chicane, but it
Max
doesn't need to be a
est
chicane. But if you get the exit speed from it, and
Ah, mais on attend les interviews avec
still in
impatience. Hein.
touch here by just 500
Oh, on veut juste qu'il gagne pour l'interview.
lot smoother than Brosnan across there.
Yeah, he carried great speed across there. The word on the ground is he's a semi-privateer or a almost pro.
A privateer.
A privateer.
Il y a bien des requins baleines à
So
Perth.
it's got,
On aurait voulu en voir, mais il n'y en avait pas là où je suis allé.
Working on a lot and evidently
De
he
l'autre côté,
didn't come
du
to
stade.
fruition last weekend in the Twill, but he's right there today.
Yeah, working a lot with Sergio, his mechanic, former Giant Factory off-road mechanic. 0.2 of a second back at the fourth split for Angel Suarez Alonso. He's in touch here. The local fans would love this one if the local boy can get on the hot seat. Here comes Alonso, crosses the line and goes slower than Brosnan. 0.9 of a second, so is Troy Brosnan.
J'adore le débat pour savoir qui des deux parle le mieux, le moins bien anglais.
Straight away had a lift on the
Thomas.
bike there.
Like he was sat up sort of for the last turn.
Front flat we're hearing for Angel Suarez. Oh, what could have been? Meanwhile, fastest qualifier here previously. Juan Fernando Munoz for Axis Nuke Proof.
Il est sympa ce kit de couleur là.
Hit combination as well.
That
Pour
was nice
Munoz.
through that left hand.
Munoz.
Really, really good.
There's that big hole there though that's taken out a couple of riders in the earlier races. One to watch out for. The Colombian though. 61.9 kilometers an
Du
hour
tout
for
suivi la
Juan
course à
on
cause
the
de
prototype Nuke Proof through there.
raconter mes vacances et puis de discuter de qui parle le moins bien anglais.
Just after the speed trap.
Au VTT, on a Boichi qui parle bien anglais, je trouve.
On that Nuke Proof, nicely
C'est
done
ok.
with that
Il a beaucoup de vocabulaire
Really nicely
comparé à certains.
into this high speed section again.
Ça, on
1.4
disait.
seconds back at the second
Yeah,
split,
yeah.
but we know this man has some serious
J'adore,
lines
on
right
n'arrêtait
here.
pas de dire putain, mais les mecs, ils arrivent à vivre de leur passion là.
Massive out onto the
Et
piste.
puis ils font le tour du monde. Et ils apprennent pas l'anglais, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh waouh, ça balance un
Made the
triple.
triple look easy, carried so much speed through that right-hand turn.
Goes really deep across the piece. Rides the center of that.
Nailed that left-hander, that was
Ça, c'est pour
really
Vermette,
good.
ça.
1.5 seconds back. I don't know how, because it looks spectacular from Munoz.
The bike looks pretty settled, don't you think? Like the way he's good under braking. Pulls up high there into that left, it's a bit rough. Listen to the fans cheering him home.
Going absolutely wild for Juan Fer. Here he comes. Juan, the man, crosses the line.
Ouais, c'est vrai que Loïc, il parle bien, ouais.
1.4 seconds back and forth.
C'est pas le pire
Makes
encore.
this track wanted more from it, but a really, really strong run. Back to the top for Tyler Waite from Yeti Fox. Tyler Waite through in Q2 yesterday, just behind the fastest qualifier in that session, Ethan Craig, and he's faster here by 0.4 of a second. Time's tumbling, Mark.
Oh, he looked good through that series of turns. You see how hard he was working to make the bike grip.
But history, if it's proven one thing, is that Troy Brosnan, very hard to beat.
Ouais, mais les Hispaniques sont présents cette course. Hein. Et puis on a le Brésil aussi pour l'instant. Ça fait plaisir. L'Amérique du Sud sont des grands fans de VTT au global.
They work superbly in amongst those big rocks. The bigger the better. That shot, whenever they come past us, look at him getting down behind the stem.
Yeah, he's really moving and he's willing it on to go faster and faster.
Fastest sector times. Tyler Waite, fastest in sector 1. Oh!
Wow. He rode the edge of that berm, didn't he? Carried loads of speed.
Just about got away with that Tyler Waite. 1.2 seconds back at the third split. They're all taking the chance of riding that crest on the way in there to get over to the right.
Oh, he did a little gap there. You didn't see what he went to, but haven't seen anyone else pull like that.
Yeah, we know that Waite does have that creativity when he needs it. 1.4 back, though. 0.3 of a second loss. Just maybe being slightly too aggressive, Mark.
Possibly. You can't see why it's unraveling, but it is slipping away.
I feel so bad saying that because he's throwing absolutely everything out.
C'est tous des brutes, mais malheureusement,
Gets down across the line.
ça va jouer entre brutes, quoi. Le chrono n'y change rien. Faut être plus rapide.
But it's the old heads, Brosnan and Alonso leading the way.
C'est rapide, mais il faut être encore plus rapide.
Watch this bike through this rock section. This thing works, you know.
Oh là là, Whisky qui doit regarder ça au lit avec des cinnamon rolls et puis des queues de castor là.
Drive it on through there, don't they? Look at that.
Quel plaisir.
It's down through the steepest part of it. Straight line, gets it turned.
Et après la course, il va se faire une petite poutine.
Look at the effort.
Enfin, ça dépend où t'es, je sais plus où t'as dit. Tu l'as dit? Peut-être que tu l'as pas dit.
What a talent Tyler Waite is, excuse me. In the third for the time being for the first year elite.
Yeah, he's having a cracking season, isn't he? That's for sure.
Up next, though, the winner of Q2. 20 to remain at the top after the
Le gagnant
Ethan Craig
de la Q2.
Downhill Factory.
Whoa!
And it's a disaster for Ethan.
Aïe. Un départ raté pour Ethan Craig.
Stop chicane. Goes straight over.
Wow, qu'est-ce qu'il a
both
fait?
of those apex markers.
Massive crash.
And moving, albeit gingerly.
Is he okay?
On the whoop below.
Back on the bike. Mark, talk us through it.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a
So
fait?
it's obviously committed start. He's running wide a little bit. And he's just
trop rapide.
Oh, man. He's
Trop rapide.
the middle of that course marker.
Il a pas réussi à...
Yeah, he's not even close to. He needs to be at least a foot up.
Too fast, I
Big
think.
degree of shock in there as well, because that'll have happened very
have
fast.
turned with that
Your eyes are
speed.
already through that section, aren't they? And on to the next straight after.
Il a pas pu tourner, il était trop vite. S'il braquait, c'était par terre.
And then he maybe
il a essayé de passer dessus, quoi.
Missed his braking marker, or
I think he was pushing. He knew straight away. As soon as he tried to make his arc, he was pushing, and it was.
Mais non, Mystique, il a eu son bac.
For it to come through.
Oh, Ethan Craig. The speed's there. We said all season long, the speed is there for this young man to get the win.
Bravo. Il y a des gens là, il y a d'autres personnes qui étaient en études.
He's got it in his head that there's time in that top section.
C'est vrai que c'est les vacances là.
All in straight from the start.
Also, who are we missing in this session? Benoit Coulange, his teammate.
C'est quoi, vous avez des mentions, des trucs comme ça, vous?
Got Dak Norton coming up later on.
Genre, t'as réussi, mais on te dit quand même si t'es mauvais ou bon.
Yeah, the bragging right.
Il y a pas un délire comme ça?
Is key as well, you know, and a competitive team, you know.
Yeah, very, very competitive team. And that's how downhill teams work. Everyone lifts each other. Ethan Craig, well, not going to be his.
Il est arrivé en boitant à l'examen.
6th and 5th at rounds 3 and 4. As we get him down the line. It went wrong early for Ethan today. What could have been.
I'm wondering if he is hurt because he went around that drop.
Yeah.
Why did his tyres are up? The bike looks.
Yeah, maybe just not 100% Craig after that impact.
Détruit le mec chez Yeti là à droite. Au bout de sa
We
life.
see highlights off the hot seat as we head into our top 20 here in Arinsal, Andorre. Tell you what, Brosnan's winning. He's winning the kit wars anyway in the red and white, isn't he? Looks good.
Yeah, it looks good with the red fork and the white bite.
Yeah, nailed it. Well, second place currently occupied by Angel Suarez Alonso.
Okay.
By 9/10 of a second behind Troy Brosnan. Let's hear from the man who calls this place home. He's down there with Emma now.
Angel, what a run. Racing here in front of your home crowd. How does it feel?
Man, feels amazing. I love to race here every time. I know the people from the bike park, they do such an amazing job with the track every time. So I'm just so happy. So many Spanish spectators, also being from Spain, so it's insane.
And then talk us through that front wheel puncture. What was going on there?
Well, it's like two ski crossing and the second to last. I don't know what I hit with my front wheel, and I instantly hear it's like, oh shit. So I did the right turn, came out, and it's like, I couldn't notice it was the front or the rear. And then the first few bumps I hit hard, I was like, okay, it's the front tire. And I was like, please hold on. And it was very soft at the very end. But somehow I was just so focused I could kind of manage. So very surprised with the time. I didn't know how my splits were, but very bump.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
L'Hispanique a eu un petit accident de parcours, j'ai pas compris s'il a crevé ou pas, mais il a choqué la roue avant. Je crois pas qu'il a crevé, mais il y a quelque chose qui s'est mal passé, puis il a essayé de tenir jusqu'à la fin, quoi.
You can see the sealant leaking out the side of the tire there.
Yeah, he said I felt my front wheel just hit something. That doesn't look like it just hit something.
It doesn't look like a glancing blow, does it?
Moi, quand je me suis mis au vélo de descente, ma mère, elle voulait pas savoir ce que c'était.
Joking apart,
Elle a vu la gueule du vélo, elle a fait non, moi je veux jamais voir. Je veux juste que t'aies le casque, la dorsale et tout, mais je veux pas voir. Ça va m'empêcher de me péter une clavicule. C'est ton préféré? Le maraboutage commence. Ah non, pitié.
In that right-hander to get through that first chicane.
Ah, Vermette.
You've seen Ethan Craig have that crash.
Exactly. And you second guess yourself. You're like, I can't make
Pareil pour la...
I've got to.
Dans l'arbre. Non, allez, pitié.
Exactly that.
Pulls across there really
Laissez les athlètes, laissez les artistes se produire.
So neat through sections like this.
Oh, that was
on est sur un stream neutre ici.
Right.
Même si on aimerait que Bowman elle gagne une course.
Got the bike flipped over and pointed in the right direction. In the first split then, 6/10 off Brosnan's.
Ok, c'est rouge, mais de pas beaucoup.
Asa Vermette on track now for
Putain, mais il reste tellement de gens encore.
Did you see out that left-hander onto the step down? He got a lot more pedals in than other riders. Is that a purpose move that he knows he can make?
Vermette, c'est le 11e sur 30.
What that is for all the elite rookies this season. There's a lot of them. Only this man and Tel Olren have qualified for every finals. Vermette had some dramatic crashes already this season, but he's also had a win at the first time of asking.
Oh, he pushed a lot on the front wheel there. So much trust in the
T'es un
front
cyborg
end.
maintenant.
And it came together for him really
Ils ont dû te mettre des broches de fou là.
Way out of that corner, hits that big hole.
Same again, so much conviction in his turns.
Les frissons.
It's getting through the speed trap now, 64.1 kilometers an hour.
Ok.
0.6 of a
Toujours
second.
raide, mais
From Troy
c'est
Brosnan.
ok.
Oh, got a big kick on the way through there for something, but
The commitment level through there. This is the inside I saw him do.
Ah.
The GoPro
Ça y est.
video online.
Wow, le petit jump là.
from Asa Vermette.
Je l'ai pas vu avant quand chez les autres personnes. Alors peut-être que j'ai oublié déjà.
Is that going to be worth on the clock? Goes
Mais il a gagné 500 centièmes là.
sails across the triple, manages to
Oh la
get the wheels
triple
back
qui
down.
passe crème.
It's a tenth of a second now.
Ah bah ouais.
Up the main line
Si
in
t'as arrêté de faire un sport, autant en faire un plus chaud.
Turns down in through the woods.
Oh, look
Pas mal.
how fast he's going. The bike's just skipping away underneath him.
Yeah,
Nails that left-hander tight and off the drop into the speed trap.
Light goes green for the first time, 0.3 of a second in the lead as team manager
Les
Nico
deux
Malali.
cavés. Ah ouais, super.
That was
C'est qui te
perfect,
torchait le
Rick.
cul?
Did you see that?
Absolutely superb. The Malali moustache is back as well. Loving seeing it, but Asa Vermette now. Is he about to go into the hot seat? Impala.
Oh, it's green!
Seconds
How sad for Australia.
into the hot
America
seat in Andorra.
is first.
Chain off.
Il a chain off.
Looks like
Ah,
something.
la chaîne a sauté devant.
So, Vermette perhaps.
Bah, je pense que c'est à la fin.
But Mark, what a bit of riding before all that.
Je pense que c'est juste à la fin quand il a donné le coup de pédale.
So much to unpick in this run. Like
Aïe aïe aïe, le mystifiage qui n'a pas marché, le maraboutage.
makes that gap across like it's not even there.
I didn't have the intensity. And I tried to pedal and just like. Run looked pretty good. It was.
Run was pretty good. Nico Malali.
Et on est reparti pour Dakota Norton qui a vu mon... Enfin bref. T'inquiète.
Carlson to bottom of the course. Asa Vermette dropped his chain, so.
Oh, nice little pre-op from Dak there to get himself a bit higher.
Dak Norton detonates that left-hand corner on his way through.
It'll be interesting to
Shit
see
happened.
what the clock says. Like, it looked really cool. We got a big dust plume, but has he dove it in a little bit deeper?
Happen every day, but it's alright.
A soft part at the top of that turn.
Yeah, has to square that one off as well. So Dak Norton throwing caution to the wind here. Maximum aggression.
Oh là là, c'est parti pour la
That
motocross.
was a hard hit in that left-hander.
Ça bombarde. Hein.
See what the first split time says versus that
S'il
new
y a
hot
bien
seat.
un vélo qui peut
Faster by
encaisser
6/10
les
of a
chocs
second.
pareils,
Is the answer
et
up
voire
top
plus
there?
brutal, c'est
Wow,
bien
he took
un
hard in
Scott
that left
Gambler.
part of that berm.
Floats across that
La
big
machine de
road
chantier,
gap, and
vraiment.
it is a big road gap as well. Dak Norton on a run here. Scott Downhill Factory need a result today.
Skips
It's
across
there
there,
for
perhaps
us
come
now.
up a little bit short. He might have done that on purpose to scrub off a little bit of speed.
Coulange not through in the finals. Ethan Craig, massive
Je vois la
crash in the
photo de
first bus stop within sight of the start hut. So all the pressure on Dak Norton now.
Oh, he got all of that right-hander there.
J'ai 5 plaques. Quoi? J'ai 5 plaques en titane dans la machine.
He'll like this dust.
Va falloir que j'ouvre un salon radio ou quoi?
Raced here 4 times in the past, Dakota Norton.
Oh
There's
merde.
that right-hander heading down to the speed trap now. What's he got?
Alors fais gaffe parce qu'il y a des données perso des fois sur les radios.
Light goes red though.
On voit pas n'importe quoi.
0.4 of a second, 10th last season.
Toi, si tu veux, il y a un salon libre, vous pouvez faire ce que vous voulez, à part envoyer des...
Yeah, the
Ah, mais on peut pas mettre de photos, je crois. Il y a que sur le salon
Gambler.
Big high handlebar setup. You have to
partager les sorties, je crois, où j'ai autorisé.
Really distinctive. Really likes it. Wants the bike to feel as much like his motocross
Je vais voir.
bike as he can. And
On
makes
regardera
the
après.
throttle just about as fast. Big gap across there.
You can see
Mâchoire
how
du bas,
much
mâchoire
speed
du
they're
haut.
carrying out because they jumped so far.
Putain, il a bouffé la piste, quoi.
Down low inside that turn, landed the triple with ease, got across the gap really nicely. 0.9 of a second back at the third split.
Back out onto the piste now, opting for the main line into this chunky left.
gap through there as well. You hear the crowd reacting to it.
Yeah, we've only seen a couple of people do that, Rick.
Dakota Norton on the number 20, Scott Gambler. 1.7 seconds back to that early run intensity. We need to see a shot from hitting that left-hander.
Oh, that nice little gap out of there. Skipping away back out onto the piece for the final time.
Here comes Dak Norton then, round the left-hander. It has been...
Faut que tu lâches un petit mot, sinon les autres, ils vont pas comprendre.
2.2 seconds behind Asa Vermette, who currently has the lead of the race here in Arinsal, Andorre. But watch this gap at the top of this, Mark. Gets across here, lands it absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, just with ease.
Excusez-moi, je lisais un message perso.
You got high of the roots? Yeah. I clipped my foot on the tree, and I was unclipped all the way down. I'm lucky to be alive, dude.
On dit une truite arc-en-ciel.
Well, there you go, fine margins. Look
Oh, it's Grandpa. C'est le grand-père, Gwyn.
Racing.
Qui s'est qualifié en finale, hein. Toujours chaud le type. Hein.
So we heard some
Tellement le
pretty
GOAT.
big things about Aaron last week in La Tuile, that he had a lot of speed and then unfortunately had a front.
Ah, le mec il a 104 ans et il est en finale. C'est une dinguerie quand même.
This young man only getting started.
So we want him to execute this speed and really see what he's got. Can he do something special this afternoon?
4 times a UCI Downhill World Cup overall title holder.
Moi je me souviendrai toujours, je pense, de...
Left, skips
Ah
across
merde, je sais
that
plus où
with ease.
c'était.
Look at
Mais de sa victoire s'enchaîne
when
là.
he's on, he looks great.
Quand il roulait pour Haïti, je crois.
Let's see what the split says. 0.3 of a second faster.
What the fuck?
Oh, bike just front end disappears from underneath
green.
him there.
C'est vert?
Manages to correct
C'est
it.
vert, mec?
Cost him time, Mark.
He held inside
Le
on
vieux.
both of those berms
Attention
there.
le vieux, hein.
These conditions will suit him as well.
Oh, nice.
Méfiez-vous
nice
des
gap
vieux.
across there into these switchbacks. Perhaps a little bit of a stall in that first right.
Pushes on though. Really nicely through there, doesn't force.
La truite arc-en-ciel, ça m'a buté.
It's just great seeing this man on a bike, and there's his team manager, new addition to the squad this
Imaginez.
year, Aaron Gwyn.
Gwyn sur le
I
podium.
think those turns together, this key
La dinguerie.
turn now into the speed trap.
Ah, je pense pas, mais... Ça serait
Let's
beau.
see what he's clocking out there. He's 9/10 of a second back, 62.8 kilometers an hour. Aaron Gwyn, you've got to go back to 2018. We talked about it this morning on our run in Lucien for his last win.
Oh, he made that.
Oh, vous avez le remède si vous voulez maigrir un coup, hein. Pétez-vous la mâchoire.
Inch perfect.
A lot of big rocks in Croatia as well, and he mastered them that day.
Un enfer.
Can Gwyn, 8 years later, do the same again here?
T'as des soucis maintenant encore après ça ou...
Andorre.
Back out onto the piste, into this awkward berm before the triple.
Ah, c'est rouge.
Seconds back, though,
Une
at the
seconde de
first
retard.
for Aaron Gwyn.
Nicely over the triple and back into the trees.
Never won in Val Nord.
L'endurance sont là, mais les prises de risque et de vitesse, c'est différent.
He did most of his racing.
Straight down the main line there.
Toujours autant de
And it's this
de
combination
technique.
of Gwyn and Vermette
Un
that
sacré
is so
pilote aussi. lui.
tantalising for American race fans at the minute. On the Frameworks team.
Ah, finalement,
2.7
Nicolas
seconds
c'était
back to the
chill.
winner.
Pulls up high there, makes his turn really nicely.
Career number 7 on his back. One of the all-time greats of the sport, back on a race bike. Here in Arinsal, Andorre, crosses the line in 8th position, 3.4 seconds back on his young teammate.
Pas mal, nice one. Bravo, bravo papy. Beau run.
Here it is, Mark.
Yeah,
Just there.
Oh putain. Ah, j'avoue, il a pris un trou là.
It's too bad.
La gourde.
I think he's just wanted
Bienvenue
to
la
turn
gourde.
down in the berm early, and he's pushed hard to make it do that.
And you see another
Oh,
rider just
c'est
sort
beau.
of tags that rock through with the front wheel.
Just because he was close to you on the first split.
Good to see the
Ah,
two themselves down.
le Canadien.
Rolling back the years.
Goldstone.
Very much one off the
C'est
current
parti.
and
On
future
va voir ce qu'il va nous faire.
big names.
Look how he uses his body.
Le
straight
guépard
out of the gate,
canadien.
using his body to drive the bike forward and
Qu'est-ce qu'il va nous
generate
faire?
speed off any little bump.
Jackson Goldstone.
Il n'est pas dans les prédictions parce que ma foi il a été mauvais à la qualif. Mais peut-être va-t-il nous surprendre.
Holds tight through that left-hander really nicely and sets
Ah non, pas Manchot l'ancien.
Right-hander out of the bumps.
This is where his season almost changed course last year. Loic Bruni put an end to the winning streak. He didn't get the Jackson 5, 6/10 of a second faster.
Vert de pas beaucoup.
Wise corner speed through that left.
Mais on a vu chez les femmes que vert de pas beaucoup, ça peut aller tant que tu le tiens.
As well. Goldstone, Bruni that day crossed the line, gives him the death stare on the hot seat.
Ah la
A little bit messy through there, but he doesn't lose too much speed, I don't think.
Goldstone got the last laugh, got the overall title by the end of the year, but Bruni ran him right to the very last run.
C'est long, hein.
Jackson would love to get a win in 2026. Just get the ball rolling again, settle the ship a bit. We know earlier in the year, riding with a couple of niggling injuries. Really nicely done through that left-hander. Gets past that hole and now moves down.
Look how low he is straight away out of that right-hander.
Light goes red though, 62.4 kilometers an hour, but he's 0.2 of a second back. We're going to see him skip his way through this big rock section.
Oh, he's so light down there, skipping across everything, pre-jumps the rock.
And that's where he can use that smaller mass to his advantage and then get off the brakes and get going again through the trees. Goes wide there, shoots past our camera.
Oh, he's really moving through the monster arch, tucked down behind the bars.
J'ai l'impression 54 km/h.
Catapulted across that gap.
Mais c'est rouge.
0.4 of a second now.
C'est rouge, mais pas beaucoup. Hein. Ah, la triple, elle passe. Nickel.
Over the triple with ease.
Yeah, just thought about taking another pedal stroke there and then backed out of it.
Putain, il a pris un rebond bizarre là sur le plat entre la forêt. Oh!
Threatens to tear the rear tire off the back of the V10.
Oh, ça fonce. Hein.
Oh,
ça a peur de rien.
Good under braking there. He was late on the brakes.
0.2 of a second now, but it's still red.
Ça regagne du temps, ça regagne du temps.
It's a game of margins, but absolutely stellar through.
Et maraboutage de mystique insignifiant peut-être aujourd'hui.
Jackson Goldstone, go fastest. Impal Arinsal, Goldstone second by 0.6 of a second. So Vermette was huge.
Beau run, mais
peut-être pas suffisant. Team manager claps on, but it's subdued. He thought that was enough, as I bet this man did.
Yeah, he's a little bit ragged through there, but I don't think it cost him anything. He's just carrying his momentum.
Je m'arrête pas ce type.
Here in free fall.
He's just skipping 2 meters of track at a time.
Yeah.
One bump to the next. Amazing to watch.
Gets across there on the right-hand side. It's so technically different to what everyone else is doing as well, Jackson. Skims.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Ah.
Next up,
Kiffer. Va-t-on kiffer?
Up nicely here in the afternoon sun in Arinsal, Andorre. Oh,
mais c'est que ça, mec.
That was tight.
Il danse le twist là entre les panneaux.
That's catching them out into that. We saw Ethan Craig hit both of those apex markers.
Well, do you know what I mean? What I think is that it's an area track that you don't consider that you're going to come unstuck. You just think you can just execute and.
Les virages commencent à devenir dégueulasses.
These are through it before the bike is.
Yeah, you haven't given it. It's not like a key tech section. You just hit it aggressively and think, oh yeah, it'll come together.
I mean, I can't wait to see what Henry Kiefer has in store for us across this run, but I really can't wait to see the replay of that again. Nice. He's faster by 0.8 of a second now.
Nice gap into the speed trap there. Into the split time, first split.
Well, interestingly, Vermette said after La Tuile that he just took a while to get going in his run, and I wonder if it's been the same here, you know.
Oh, I don't know whether there's the margin to mess with here.
Yeah, I know, but he's left 0.8 of a second up there for Henry Kiefer to dig out.
Yeah, it's a big margin.
Kiefer just.
Oh, he's committed into that left-hander.
Split seconds from disaster through the very opening.
Oh, and that one nails the entry of that left-hander there.
Il a poncé l'arbre.
But now, as we're used to seeing from him, throwing absolutely everything.
Envie de rouler, hein.
Split time gonna tell us he's still green by 0.2 of a second, 62.4 kilometers an hour.
Oh, he skips across those 2 little bumps. That was nice.
Worked really well, didn't it, for the German national champion on the canyon.
Into that rock section, threads the needle straight down the middle, no problems at all.
Just watching these factory team bikes eat their way through that rock garden. Absolutely fantastic as we jump on board the live drone as it struggles to keep up with Henry Kiefer as he goes through the Monster Energy arch. Down towards the third split now, Kiefer.
Back out onto the piste into this tricky right-hand berm.
He's lost 7/10 mark.
That cost him some time hanging up on the triple there.
Il a raté quelques sauts. Hein.
Needs to put that behind him though.
Ça tape là dans les recettes.
On carrying speed through these woods. I reckon the entry there is getting really, really blown out. Really, really tricky, that left-hander.
It's really rough. Nicely through there into the split time.
2 seconds back at the fourth split, though. Henry Kiefer, this one's moving away from him, and it will be that tag off the triple that slowed him down. It's cost him forward momentum, but the German rider's going to throw absolutely everything at it until he crosses the line. Henry Kiefer in the 9th place. 2.5.
9e place provisoire pour l'Allemand.
Leads the way from Jackson Goldstone and Troy Brosnan.
Coup dur, mais 2 secondes de retard hein, quand même.
Oh, wow, he was
that was
right on the edge through that first little chicane.
A close run thing.
Just one fluid movement over that rock at the top of there. The gap's over with ease.
Oh, yeah, Troy Brosnan knows how it feels. Gives him a little shrug of the
Michel
shoulders.
de la Salle.
Next up, one of the stars of the Tweel, Mikey Del
De la
Salle.
Salle.
Yeah, he had a fantastic weekend last weekend.
Perfect for
Bombarde
Del
ce
Salle.
tracé là.
Confidence got to be high.
Whoa.
Wow.
I think that's that whole Dakota Norton's left up there, you know.
Oh, he carries loads of speed through that right-hander, tucks down behind the bars. Sporting some brand new Renan
Ça commence à se jouer à pas grand-chose là.
colours on
I was
there.
going to say there's sort of a mini Gwyn look about him, isn't there, on that bike and that kit?
Yeah, they're both riding the same kit. Great to see them entering downhill with world-class athletes.
Gets really low over the handlebars. Pumps the bike through it.
Nice inside and inside again. Again, getting the pedals into that step down.
He's a 10th of a second faster at the first split. Josh Carlson reporting in from the bottom that a real spread of tyre setups. Oh,
wow.
Risking everything. Has to grab a load of brake and right-hander then.
Pas mal. Je sais pas
Yeah,
si
Josh
c'est...
reporting real mixture of tyre setups down at the bottom. Dries and intermediates. Everybody just battling for grip out there.
Sortie de virage là et c'était un peu plus long, donc je sais pas si
nailed that right-hander.
un bon choix d'arriver autant vite.
The front was
Petite
starting to
hésitation avec
push.
Caillou là.
He skips across, makes a little gap that we haven't seen many do before.
Yeah, we know Gwyn does work closely with this young man.
Oh,
Rates him.
That was good through that right-hander.
Young Canadian.
C'est devenu du giga de Chad.
He's moved to a second back now. Light turns red. Ended up 12th last time out after qualifying. Fastest in Q2.
Comment on appelle ça, le truc des masculins là?
Somehow cracks
Des
on.
looks maxi.
How did he hold on to that?
Absolutely ridiculous bike riding from Mikey Del Salle.
Le mec, il voulait une mâchoire bien carrée là. Il s'est dit, vas-y, je vais me manger la terre.
And you can see it's getting really surfy through that left-hander before it drops you into the berm as well.
Oh, he got great exit speed through that right-hand berm. Clears the triple with ease.
1.9 seconds, 55 kilometers an hour through the trees. That hang in on you as you enter there.
I think you're right, though. It's so chopped out into that left on the main line.
Il y en a un qui est... Oh là là! Del Salle qui crash.
Oh, man. That's unfortunate, isn't it?
Qui dit ça, mais rien de grave.
I tell you what, one of those young riders, though, that I am getting really on board with watching a lot more of this
Ah bah ouais,
season.
là ça a taxé là.
Love his style, love
les factures chez le dentiste là.
his body over the bars and moves his weight around so well on the bike.
Bon après c'est
so
pour pas ressembler à Shrek quoi.
Del Salle then down the line, 11.4 back on Asa Vermette's time in 15th place. Apologies if you heard any language. Mikey Del Salle disappointed with that. Here it is, Mark.
Yeah. He's just pushing the front. I think he's got a bit wayward, and it's hard to gather it back up once it goes.
Ah, c'est parti pour...
Well,
wise words.
Wise words from a wise man.
Aeon
Here's another
Racing.
wise man, Reece Wilson, on course
vélo
now
moche.
for Aeon Racing.
La
Through
mobilette.
that first chicane, as good
Le
as
vélo
we've seen the
moteur, le
last few riders.
Solex.
Yeah, said to me yesterday that
Je
really
sais pas,
feels like
qu'est-ce
he's
qu'il y a d'autre?
finally found some top-end speed again. And he needs to, if he wants to conquer this place.
Oh, he carried good speed around there.
Yeah, Reece Wilson on the Gamex on course now for Aeon Racing. Skips through there.
That was really nice, wasn't it?
Let's see what the first split tells us as to how well this is going. 1.1 seconds faster.
That's a huge margin in the
Pardon?
first split. Is Reece Wilson on the run of the season that he's had so far?
Uncle Rico,
1 seconde d'avance.
Take over some mountains.
Le vélo moche?
On the number 11, Gamex hops
Alors
across
peut-être...
there, really nicely done.
Oh, he's really precise.
Alors peut-être que la poutre de métal va gagner?
And you can see just
Non, un tube de... C'est vraiment un tube de rail de train, quoi. Ils ont mis 2 roues dessus.
Top 5 currently for Met, Goldstone, Brosnan, Suarez, Alonso, Wait.
Il a pris le tube de rail, il s'est dit tiens, ça s'appuie pas ça. Hop là.
Into this awkward left.
Enlevez-moi le moteur.
Carries the speed out.
Flicks it right to go left. Reece
Ils l'ont passé au rayon celui-là, là. Ils ont checké un peu.
Let's get him down into the speed trap then towards split 2. He's still a second faster.
Okay, toujours une seconde d'avance, perdu un tout petit
Told me
peu.
yesterday that he 2.3 seconds he reckoned that he needed to work out.
Rapide et furieux.
Oh, really nicely done through. There.
Gaps over there really nicely. He'll have this pre-op. Back into the woods here.
Ah, je connais les films, ça.
Another little skip before he turns right.
Rapide et furieux.
Fastest sector time so far. Reece Wilson has sector 1. Then it's Vermette, Goldstone, Vermette on their way down. But once this man gets into the trees, anything is possible. Big across there.
Ok, il perd du temps gentiment.
Right. What does he look
Le
like
moteur
over
en
the
train de
triple?
caler là.
Nicely done.
No problems at all.
Triple facile.
Is he gonna
La
dive
petite double
inside like
aussi.
his teammate did?
Yeah, we saw Stan Nisbet go inside through here. Reece Wilson, though, going up high and then down low, and that works really, really well for Wilson.
Je m'échauffe la voix, Mystique.
Completely
Je
different
me
to
chauffe.
anyone else we've seen so far.
Yeah, he does that. 0.7 of a second. A split free for Reece Wilson. Currently in the lead the whole way down. It's now 5
Il n'y a rien qu'à
Nice little skip over there, up high around the rock into the left-hander. Skipping his way.
On rigole, c'est toujours vert. Hein.
Final time.
This is the race run that Reece Wilson fans have been waiting for a long
Reece
time.
Wilson.
Here he comes. Gordon's finest down the line and goes fast.
Et c'est fast.
Second ahead of Asa Vermette.
C'est fast pour le prototype.
Back on the hot seat at the UCI Downhill World Cup. Aeon Racing. Cannot believe it.
Attendez, c'était quoi le...
Believe it.
Ok, 2,46.
The former
Il y a
Downhill World
2,43.
Champ is back, everyone. The champ is back.
That's mighty impressive from where he's come
Oh
from.
là là,
The journey
le
he's been on with the bike,
staff en pleurs.
the things that he's done with his setup.
C'est dégueulasse, mais c'est efficace.
That is cool.
C'est vrai que...
As well. That'll take some beating. Lars
Ah,
Vergier.
Lolo.
Since the Q1, Q2
C'est parti,
format,
Lolo.
only Lars Vergier has made finals at all 15 rounds in the elite men's. Only Valentina Hole's done the same in the elite women's.
Precise, straight out of the start, as
C'est
you
vrai
would
que depuis
expect from
Q1,
Loris
Q2,
Vergier.
Lolo, il souffre un peu. Hein.
Vergier calls Andorre home.
Straight through the holes there, no problem.
J'ai dû accepter
Got on the
3...
pole last time. Has won a UCI downhill.
J'ai dû
Worlds
débanner
here
3
in the
mots
past.
là.
Clips the pole, nice, neat, tidy.
Oh, a little bit of a kick into that
Vieux
left.
bike. Ouais, on dirait les orange bike là.
Slow him down at all.
C'est les successeurs des orange bike.
0.7 of a second, it looked like. Yeah, back on that time. Reece Wilson's been colossal through that first sector.
You can see the mass damper on his upper stanchion on the right side of the fork. Just trying to take a little bit of that vibration out and calm the bike down.
Vergier, nice and smoothly does it as ever.
It's so tidy to watch, isn't it?
He's just never in trouble, really. Do you know what I mean? Just always moving with the bike's moving with the course. Makes it look effortless, Vergier. It's deceptively fast.
Oh, bit of a stall there in that left-hander.
I think you need to go for that sort of really wide opening for that and cut back into it like we saw Reece Wilson do.
Alors, est-ce que ça va être...
63.3K the speed trap.
2.1 seconds back on what Wilson has put down, though.
Mais c'est énorme!
Wow.
Le risque est peut-être un peu trop prudent, mais ça se voit pas. Hein. Il a l'air d'y aller.
Arinsal mock off by Riding Addiction, very much their home race, but can't buy a win in 2026.
They're not getting it all their own way so far this season.
No, Vergier needs to turn things around on this run. 2.3 seconds. He's lost another 2/10 and the bike just unstable for the first time.
A little bit short, had to pull a little harder than he wanted over that triple.
12 riders left to go. Walker, O'Callaghan, first time we're seeing the 00 firing this season. Then Max Allren, Pinkerton, Madley. Oh, Lars Vergier getting huge support the whole way.
Oh my God, ce que c'est horrible.
Big fan favorite everywhere he goes, especially here.
Le Balfa, il est spécialement dégueulasse. Hein.
Oh, he got that really nice. Sander like pitches it up to the right, onto the piece for the final time.
Vergier down towards the line.
Oh, Balfa bike. Dégueulasse.
11, 3.5 seconds.
À choisir, je préfère orange. Hein.
Reece Wilson.
A shake of the head from Max Arinsal.
C'est dur de relancer sans moteur.
And Vergier knows that this isn't where he wants to be. Wants to be on that hot seat, and it's just not happening at the minute for him. Shakes the head.
Ah, il a dit qu'il était cuit.
First of two.
Il était crevé en bas. Ah, c'est une piste qui en demande beaucoup. Hein. C'est parti pour les treks incassables. Unbroken.
Really nice.
That chicane is this whole track in a nutshell, isn't it? You've got to be aggressive, but neat with it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a difficult act to do, Mark.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Walker, though, shades of getting back to his old self.
Yeah, we've had glimpses of what we know he can produce, and let's hope this afternoon he can do more of the same.
L'ancien champion du
Skips
monde,
out
lui.
to the riders left, across those rocks, no problem at all. Oh, that was a big impact there in that left-hander.
Ah non, peut-être que je confonds.
Half a second back on the time of Reece Wilson.
Power into this step down.
One in Leogang back in 2022. Matt Walker.
Oh, I hit that left pretty hard. Carries good speed. Hops across into these series of switchbacks.
That little ledge they're hopping off is crumbling, though, isn't it? Like everything else out there.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a sweet spot anymore. Oh, he's good through there. We haven't seen this shot before.
Ouais, on entend les commentateurs qui disent que y a gentiment les virages et certains endroits qui se creusent. Hein. C'est pas la même piste pour les derniers, quoi.
From Matt Walker, isn't it? That he's refound that position, whatever that magic sort of form on the bike is. He looks a lot more like himself again.
Yeah, I think he was
just moins vite.
Sometimes it doesn't go your way, and you don't get the rub of the green, so to speak. 62.3K through the speed trap.
2 seconds back at the second split for Matt Walker. Makes short work of that rock garden, though.
The bike looks really settled, didn't it? Really neutral, doing exactly as it was told.
Cuts a nice straight line down through there underneath the Monster Energy arch. Staying really, really low as he can, Walker. 2.1 seconds, only lost a 10 from that last split. Detonates the last bit of that right-hander, pulls, gets into the woods. The entry into that so fast. Take the light from your eyes.
Right, fast exit onto the piece there.
And you can see, just has to open his body up to let the bike turn left underneath him.
You've got to be comfortable letting the bike move around underneath you so much. It seems that the people who have really got a handle on it, the bike could just bounce and kick about, and they're not.
Ouais, c'est ça.
3.3 seconds.
Pas rouler trop vite.
This isn't one of the ones I'm sensing that makes you really miss being out there on a race bike.
I don't really fancy what I see. It looks so fast and so little margin for error before you hit something, as in something horrible.
Look at that though, Reece Wilson on the hot seat separating Asa Vermette and Jackson Goldstone. Matt Walker.
C'est des belles marches. Hein.
Walker. Down. For Trek Unbroken. Currently in 13th place, but the Irish.
Oisin O'Callaghan. Ça fait longtemps qu'on l'a pas vu lui aussi.
This season.
Dossard 100.
Oisin O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan, the double O, back at it again.
He's had a bit of a tricky start to the season, trying to get grips with the new team, and looks like this weekend he's got a handle on it.
Yeah, it's a big change for him this off-season. The move to Trek Unbroken after the YT mob imploded, and it was a move he really wanted. He spent a lot of time in his career racing on treks. 4/10 of a second back at the time.
Ils ont dit qu'il a eu de la peine à se mettre dans la saison avec son changement chez Trek parce qu'il était dans une compagnie qui apparemment était dans la douleur là, comme je sais pas, mais style Haïti quoi. Ronan Dune, je sais pas s'il est là. Non, il sera pas, il est pas là. Il n'est pas en finale. Et vous savez quoi? Après, il y a Max Alran. Est-ce que je peux voir
Yeah, another rider who's really deceptive on the eye, the double O. Sometimes can just look like he's chilling or almost like he's given up on a run, but it's very
hit that really hard
to read, and yeah, destroys that right-hander. 2.2 seconds back, 60 kilometers an hour, a bit lower than we've seen.
Merci pour les infos.
Oh, has to nose in heavy through that gap, then correct it.
À nouveau 2 secondes là. On a de nouveau un petit gap dans les temps, mais. Salut Fabien. Je pense que ça va revenir après. Comme d'hab quoi. On a des petits.
To win a UCI Downhill World Cup back in snowshoe a couple of seasons ago.
Je pense que c'est les différences entre Q1 et Q2 là qui
pushes it up high to open himself up into this right-hander.
2.5 seconds back. Doesn't go for the triple.
Ça va pas.
I think the turn just stood him up a little bit, Rick.
Dommage ça.
Back onto the piece.
Oui. Petite frayeur. Petite frayeur pour Callaghan.
Just moved around in a big hole there on the way into those lower woods.
Oh, he skips his way down there really nicely into this hard left. And now we've got another split time coming up.
3.
Yeah, 3.333 seconds back. Not what he'll want to see.
But you know he's qualified at the pointy end.
Yeah.
He'll grow in confidence from this ride and move on to the summer break and come back.
Oisin O'Callaghan home in 14th then, 4 seconds back.
11e place provisoire pour le.
Holds on to the hot seat.
Notre cher O'Callaghan.
Separating Asa Vermette. Here's this issue. Yeah, just went too far to the right, didn't he?
Ça aurait pu partir dans les arbres.
And then the hole caught him funny.
Ouais, c'est vrai. Bah, après, ça fait un moment qu'on les voit tous tripler, mais on va voir par la suite. Là, il y a gentiment les meilleurs qui arrivent là.
I think it probably not if you looked at his splits, like he's not miles off. It just slips away here a little bit, and that's confidence, you know. Like, this sport is all confidence.
Here,
on arrive vers les derniers, je pense. C'est pour ça qu'ils nous font un petit récap.
It's a renaissance performance from Reece Wilson that currently has him in the hot seat for Aon Racing.
C'est ça, on a les 10 derniers là, chat. On va partir avec Alran, Max, Pinkerton, Madley, Shaw, Pierron, Williams, Alran Till, Finals, Bodé Burke, et puis on finira avec Steven McNabb La clan.
Last win, snowshoe back in
C'est maintenant que ça va
2021.
partir.
Top 3 covered by 0.8 of a second. Well, let's hear what Reece makes of it.
Et puis on a toujours Aon Racing
With Emma now.
qui est premier. Ah, interview.
Wilson, how does it feel to be back on the hot seat in the top step?
Honestly, so surreal. It was a perfect run. So coming into this last corner, I thought, you know what, I'm proud of this no matter what. But with how my season's been going in the last 2 or 3 years, like honestly scraping like a top 15 or a top 10 was like my realistic goal. And to come down and cross the line, you know, I've kind of envisioned it at the top, and you always envision the best, but it's never happened for nearly 3 years now. So honestly, mind blowing, but I'm going to soak this one in. This is insane. And with these two sat next to me.
Speaking of the two sat next to you, Asa, how are you feeling after that run? We saw a little bit of maybe some bike mechanicals. What happened?
Yeah, it was a all right run. I just haven't really had the intensity this weekend. The track is so fast and the dudes are ripping on it. And I've always had that intensity at the start, and this one's not a good one to do that just because it's so short. So I just got to work on that. But it was an all right run, yeah, smooth and fat, like decent. Had a little mechanical, but I don't think that really mattered too much. Just hopefully it's enough to stay on the box, but we'll see.
Well, we hope so too. And then we're going to go over here to Jackson as well. Jackson, now your teammate Andy, he's kind of stitched you up here. He told us that in the qualifying you didn't pedal, but you did in the finals. So do you think it made a difference?
Yeah, definitely made a difference. Obviously, the result's going to be a lot better. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened in the Q1. I must have just brain farted and yeah, didn't pedal. And yeah, definitely threw in a couple extra ones there. But pretty stoked with that one, honestly. It was a tough week. You know, you just got to be absolutely perfect everywhere. Like Reece said, his run was perfect. And, you know, there was definitely a few sections where I felt like I could have improved for a better run. But, you know, happy to be on the hot seat for now. It's probably not going to hold, but also a little bummed to get aced 3 times in a row. That hurts a little bit, but we've got a good battle going on, so it's good to see you know, the racing this tight.
Thank you so much, guys.
Reece Wilson qui n'a pas fait de victoire depuis 2021. C'était un peu ces retournements de situation d'après Covid là ou pendant Covid.
His debut, elite season, his debut.
Let's go pour les 10 derniers et on part avec Max Alran.
Impala, Arinsal, Andorre. Max Commensal expects a lot from his stars, new and old. This young man has a point to prove here today, Mark Beaumont.
Well, he has nothing to prove. There is a little bit more added pressure being the hometown of Commensal, but with this kind of start, he's off with conviction. It's aggressive, and I would say that he's going to be there or thereabouts this afternoon.
That was a great start to the run, really, really neat and tidy. We talked earlier on the broadcast about how you're going to have to mix aggression with just walking the line a bit here in Pal Arinsal. Max Allren's riding style may just work perfectly. Reece Wilson sits in the hot seat at the bottom. And Max Allren is 7/10 outside of his time.
Mais c'est pas loin du tout du vert. Hein. C'est vraiment rattrapable facilement
like,
ça.
It makes it look so easy. The way he's like linking his turns, it looks like he's
on
just
va vraiment s'intéresser au deuxième secteur parce que c'est là où il perdait beaucoup de temps. Sûrement dû à la piste. On va le voir avec Max.
Is that playing on his mind, a rider that he had the beaten off?
Il y a eu un petit truc là après le saut.
I don't know. There's a lot more fish in the sea, isn't there? Like there's a lot more people that last year it was all about them two, and now there's a lot more people that can win these races at any given time. So I don't think that you're as focused on when you're in a battle just mano.
I mean, look at the minute. Reece Wilson qualified 14th, currently hot seat time. Let's get Allren across the second split. 1.6 seconds back for Max Allren.
1 seconde, il perd.
What we're saying is, you know, there's 30 men in this final. If they turn up on the right day and execute, they can be, any one of them can be in the top 3.
Yeah, the chain's gone.
La chaîne est cassée.
Allren.
La chaîne est
We can
cassée.
see just hanging down.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Chaîne cassée pour Max.
Locked in that back wheel. Looks like it's gone.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that, because that thing had locked up 60-odd kilometers an hour.
Est-ce qu'il a remarqué déjà ou pas?
Yeah,
on a vu des dingueries, hein, on a vu des légendes s'enchaînent. gagner des courses.
Oh, no, it sounds like it's clicking.
It sounds like something is... I think I saw the
C'est vrai qu'il y a
discard
du bruit, hein, il y a du bruit.
disappear. Alden looks down. Looks like there's something hanging off the back of the Commensal Supreme here. Commensal muck-off by...
Il est en train de fouetter tout le monde sur son passage avec sa chaîne.
This corner speed in that right-hander was still fast, even if he is thinking about what might be wrong with the bike.
It's just keeping on going, but this team this year, top of the world last year, and just up against it, trying to get a win this year. Still in the blue pit of the series leader.
You see how easy he made that left-hander look.
Oh, ridiculous. Another day of what could have been for Max Allren. Let's get a look at the bike, though. And see what's gone
2
wrong.
secondes 5.
Reece Wilson hangs on to the hot seat. It's a change in the wheel, Mark.
Il y a un bout de chaîne dans la roue.
Wow.
Where does it go?
J'ai pas besoin de vous traduire ce qu'il vient de dire.
Discard comes off.
Peut-être pour l'Australien.
You saw that on the floor.
Is it?
There.
It's there.
It goes into that left-hander.
Oh là là.
Oh, tell you what.
Ah oui, il y a la chaîne.
Very. He'll be an angry young man, but he's a very.
Ah, la
very
chaîne
lucky
dans la
young man,
roue.
because when chains come off, they can wrap themselves in around the
Ah,
axle.
pas de chance pour Max.
Sees the back wheel solid in this place. It's the last thing you want, absolutely anywhere. Lucas Shaw.
Lucas Shaw qui check un coup la piste là.
Got his
Pour voir à quel point c'est délabré.
Next up, Ryan Pinkerton, fastest qualifier, Lenzerheide.
Pinkerton.
10 seconds.
C'est pas Pinkerton qui s'était viandé. Il était tombé au départ de Lenzerheide.
That fastest qualifier in Lenzerheide actually ended up being his worst result this season. He was still 11th.
That's a nice start from Ryan, straight through that first chicane. He'll be used to these dry, dusty conditions being from Southern California.
Really nice line through that corner. You see how much speed he carried across that gap. Just opened the whole thing up the whole way around at the US national champion.
It's his mechanic Mark Morrison's birthday on Monday. He'll be 50, so I guess one birthday present with him executing the run, potentially getting on the podium.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mark. I assume it'll be a suitably quiet night down the library. 0.2 of a second. Back at the first split, Reece Wilson leads the way here.
That's as close as we've seen to Reece's time in the last few riders.
The question's going to be, where are they going to find the difference? Because Reece didn't look like he left anything on the table the whole way down.
Oh, he's a big pre-hop over that ramp there.
Nicely done.
Si vraiment c'est comme ça tout du long, là, c'est vraiment qu'il y a une différence de terrain. Ils perdent tous 2 secondes.
To get Ronan Dunn back later in the year. Saw Dak Norton depart that team.
Passer un coup de balai, quoi.
Last season. Pinkerton nicely through that awkward left-hander.
Yeah, and he hits that right really hard, approaching the speed trap now. What are we going to get?
Juste avant. Il se l'est bien pris, mais c'est passé plus doux. Ah! Ok, il n'a pas perdu de temps, donc c'est possible encore. Donc on a... ils étaient juste mauvais en fait. Donc on peut ne pas perdre autant de temps au secteur 2. C'est possible.
Oh, nice little gap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great backside out of that, carries some more speed.
Through the Monster Energy gap, he will have generated some velocity through there with that gap.
Goes
He's in the green
huge.
now, 0.2 of a second.
Huge out onto the P-Strick, over the triple, no problem.
Really smoothly, stands on a big gear, now needs to get to work. Wilson was fast through here. Ryan Pinkerton.
Straight down the main line, no fancy lines like Reece.
Can he hook one up here and put himself into the hot seat?
Oh, bike's getting a bit wayward. He gathers it back up, no problems.
8 riders left at the top now after this man.
He's got to be full attack to the finish line now.
It's moved back now, 400 of a second into the red. Reece Wilson back in the lead.
Oh, c'est rouge, mais de rien du tout. Et on arrive à l'arrivée. Est-ce que Pinkerton...
Ryan Pinkerton joined the line from Mondraker Factory Racing.
Ah, c'est 2. Deuxième place.
Just over 1.5 tenths outside the time.
Mais c'est peut-être un podium, hein. Peut-être un podium.
But absolutely thrilling downhill racing here from Andorre.
I just right at the end I messed up. I got off.
Il est en train d'expliquer que
Interesting,
le
Mark.
est arrivé, ils ont
Say
coupé.
there to Vermette that he tried so hard at the end, but just messed up. So he thinks he left time somewhere.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of like lost his rhythm, like he was kind of not quite as fluid, like fighting against it a little bit in those last few turns. That key left where you could hop out wide, perhaps he missed that. He was doing that before.
He got a little gap there at the top of that straight though that looked like it worked really well. Just a little hop, but just push the bike into the ground, generate a bit of forward speed, and Wilson.
Goldstone qui est out du podium.
Well, he'll tell you afterwards that he enjoyed this, but I don't think he's enjoying watching on right now. But what a story this is. George Madley for Team High Country. Best qualifying as an elite of his career so far.
J'aimerais bien avoir une table où je peux me mettre debout là.
Belt drive in elite men's qualifying this season so far as well.
He was right on the edge through that small chicane that we've seen people struggling with this afternoon. And you know, what a great story, like one of the smaller teams in the paddock. That on the zeroed bike for Team High Country. I had a little word with him this morning and he said he doesn't have any expectations for this afternoon. He just wants to deliver the best he can.
It's a good, mature way of looking at it. I know, like yourself, another rider who was in Will Longdon's orbit on that Madison program as well and benefited from all his knowledge over the years.
C'est la fanfare ou c'est l'orage?
Reese Wilson.
Yeah, he's had the luxury of working alongside Will. He'll have taught him. You've taught him well.
Will will love you calling that a luxury.
Je me demandais si c'était chez moi.
You've got yourself a couple of pints out of that one.
Il y a eu un bruit bizarre.
George Madley, Lou.
Bah, au Madley, ça a l'air d'être loin. Hein. En attendant, exactement, deux Américains.
Hit that left-hander really hard.
And just starting to come good now. Just needs a few of these, doesn't he? A few top 10 quali sessions. Don't worry about the result. As you say, put the best race run down you can. Nice and clean. Get through to the next one and just keep building.
Yeah, he's qualified 8th because he deserves to be there, because he's put the work in. So now you've just got to go out, have fun, and deliver your best run.
Bon, ouais, c'est mort pour Madley, je pense. C'était très lent à l'avant.
A little bit trying to gather it up under braking. Skips across there really nicely, no problems at all.
Cleverly just spins the cranks on the way.
You see that? He gets that half a pedal over that crest into here.
Just keeps things moving through the Monster Energy arch. Yeah. Had that, whoa, front end wanted nothing to do with that. 4.7 seconds back now, but
a little bit short there on the triple.
7 to go. Lucas Shaw up next has already won this season. Pierron still chasing a win this season, always a danger man. Then Williams, Allren, Isles, Burke, Lockie, Stevens, McNabb. Three winners in there.
Fast onto the bridge there and drops off.
And a load of young riders, really nice across there, looking for their first win. 5.8 seconds back, but a really solid race run from George Madley. Hasn't really put a pedal on that we've seen, Mark, just getting that race speed figured out.
No, and it just shows how these guys are able to just step it up again for finals. And you learn that with experience, it'll come with time. He's got a great future ahead of him.
Watch him tag this rock.
Pour Madley, belle course, arrivé vivant en bas, mais malheureusement c'est assez loin du podium.
I think he meant to.
Mais beau run quand même.
Yeah, but it's a bold strategy, isn't it? We have seen some of the bigger riders do it as well, so the skills are there for Madley, without doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of skills,
ça c'est chaud pour Amaury.
riding addiction.
Une fois, je suis allé skier, j'étais allé skier avec ma copine, et puis j'ai vu des gars qui s'échauffaient comme ça, là, puis j'étais là, regarde les ploucs là qui s'échauffent pour skier, vraiment, je te jure. Je pars, je me bloque le dos.
14 years in the making, got his win in Ludenvielle.
Ah, j'avais tellement mal.
Season.
J'avais tellement mal au dos. En première, je vois ça, je me fous de l'engueule, je pars, première descente. Bloqué. Et puis, je pense que ça m'a bien pris 2 heures pour que je sois un peu chaud là. Puis après, j'ai vraiment pu profiter.
Yeah, he'll be keen.
Et puis après, le soir, putain, quel enfer.
Look at the speed they enter that
Ah,
first
j'étais
left
coincé, quoi.
And the right.
Échauffez-vous, c'est pas des conneries.
It's not much slower, is it?
Karma, vraiment. Je suis karma direct.
Yeah, Luca Shaw though, 100% another rider who could just do that Luca thing of looking like he's just chilling and cruising through a lap and then all of a sudden turn the lights green. You see the back of his trousers already. Big tire mark
Comme
on
les
the back of him,
étirements,
so he's trying.
pas négligé.
Just over a quarter of a second back on Reece Wilson's time though for Luca Shaw. Off the big road gap. Got that win and then immediately didn't make it through qualifying at the next round. The first time in his career, so knows how not only tough a sport this is, but tough a moment in this sport it is.
Big pre-hop there up onto that board.
Nicely done.
Yeah, like you say, he's had the highs of having the win, but he'll be keen to sort of, he's had a bit of a drop in momentum, and he'll be keen to sort of put that right this afternoon and make a statement going into the summer break.
Oh, he's just got set up slightly there.
Les racines qui l'ont un peu ralenti là, plus le trou. Ça va coûter cher en temps ça pour Luca Shaw.
Prep into this long straight.
Ouais, une seconde là.
59.4 kilometers an hour on the speed trap, 1.5 seconds back. Bit slower than we've seen, Mark.
Yeah, a little bit. I think that mistake in the right and left before the speed trap sort of cost him a little bit.
You've got to nail those two corners, haven't you? You have to make it work for you down that big straight, otherwise you're on the ropes.
You want a 60-plus speed trap, you need to nail those corners.
Shaw whistling through the trees. Look at it. Forces at play as he lands down off the side of that bank. Whoa!
Oh. What?
He's got his foot out. You see,
he's trying to clip back in all the way across.
Ouais, il a déclippé un peu.
It's getting really, really tentative through that left-hander.
Oh, he went far out onto the piece then. Dives to the inside is a different line, similar to Reece Wilson's line.
Well, he's 1.7 seconds back after that mistake through the left-hander and has now got the bit between his teeth. Lucas Shaw knows that if he's going to go fastest here, he needs to ramp things up.
Oh, he gets that pre-op over the back of that rock.
Troy Brosnan.
And again out wide into that left-hander. And again out of that corner. That was a nice gap.
Really nicely done. Troy Brosnan and Fabian Burrell watching on the bottom. His Canyon teammates. Lucas Shaw down towards the line. Can he get on the hot seat? Goes into 6th place. 2.1 seconds back. He actually recovered that well, but we need to see that big moment again.
It just got a little bit scrappy, didn't it?
Yeah.
Around the speed trap and all the way down to that triple.
And I think it was that left-hander before the triple that really did the damage. Here we go. This is what you're talking about. Hits that hole.
You watch, he has another bite of it there and it fires him out wide.
Trois erreurs là. Début dans le trou, puis après, ça, à cause du trou, tu glisses un peu.
And then down here.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Hopefully we'll get to see it. No, the
un truc comme ça aussi,
left-hander out in the open. We just saw it skated away from him and he had to unclip and then
pas le jour de Canyon,
went off over the triple, unclipped.
Ah.
Next up though, Amaury Pierron.
Ah. Ils sont où les fans de Momo dans le chat?
Arinsal muck off by riding Addiction Stable at their home round. Only his young teammate Tallren went faster than him in qualifying yesterday.
Mais bon, est-ce que ça fait peur à Momo?
Very much a home race. 130 beats per minute on the
128 ppm et le mec il est à la maison chill sur son canapé.
Andorre.
Yeah, full spike on the front wheel of that Arinsal Supreme.
Never won in Arinsal Andorre. Pierron.
Je sais même plus qui j'ai voté.
137 beats per minute. 140, it's rising as he heads through the first few corners here.
I would say of the 5 rounds that we've been so far, this is the round that he wants to win. He wants to win at home for Arinsal.
He got a second in Valnor on the old track in 2018. And it's just unbelievable margins. He can push through these runs of his. Maybe doing a Bruni this season. Different tactics, just being up on every single podium, marching his way towards an overall half a second back on Reece
rouge, mais pas beaucoup. C'est vraiment maintenant. Et on a vu avant que c'est possible de maintenir cette vitesse. Malgré les dégâts subis à la piste, c'est possible. Et il faut lui donner de la force, chat.
Skips across there into those series of switchbacks.
Lenzerheide 2025, his last win.
Down off the boardwalk there into the big left. and the big right.
Currently and still equal with Sam Hill on 13 career wins, this man.
Oh, it's entry speed, then he pulls up high. A little bit inside, more than we've seen before.
Yeah, gets in that nice and early, but still gets stood up in there. That bank, no respecter of reputations. Now heads out. Can get
J'ai l'impression que c'était un peu lent là, mais ouais.
3.3 kilometers
Ça perd un peu du temps. Faut vraiment y foutre la Momo.
A lot of work to do now. Skips across the rock, no problem. On the brakes, oh, you hear the rim suffer. It goes round the rock.
Round there.
Opts not to pre-op over that.
Yeah, sounded like he collected a few things on the way through there, but
carrying good speed down here though, Rick.
Yeah, just off that gap. Oh, so close to that tree on his left-hand side. Leads into a Piron. Has to be careful through here.
Needs to nail this corner and get over this triple with ease.
Ok, il a gagné du temps.
Back, you know, 7/10 of a second now.
Il a gagné du temps.
But he has half the gap almost.
Reece Wilson's hot seat time all of a sudden. Looking like it may be coming under pressure from Amaury Piron here with the #1 board on. Currently leads the UCI Downhill World Cup.
Straight down the main line. No cutting inside.
The next
skipping across.
Oh, le karma est lourd karma pour Mystique. Allez Momo. Ah, une seconde qui est de retour. Oh putain, le yo-yo dans le time. Aïe aïe.
Huge crash. Airbag deploys inside.
Oh, Buzz l'éclair. Oh, il y a Buzz l'éclair sur la piste ici. Bon, on m'a pas prévenu.
How is he up and moving after that? What a huge crash.
Oh la vache.
Piron still on the bike, heading towards the finish area here in Arinsal, Andorre. But an absolutely...
Oh la roue, elle a pris cher. Oh la roue. Oh, j'espère qu'il a rien. Il s'est relevé trop vite. Énorme le crash, énorme.
In a fraction of a second, massive.
You know nothing about it?
No, he knew nothing about it.
Well, hopefully he's all right. He's with the team now. I'm sure the medics will be straight there as well. Huge crash. Here it is. Talk us through it.
So he pulls up to go.
Oh putain, le scorpion, mec.
To go high.
Scorpion into Buzz l'éclair.
Just hooked on something and just stops dead.
Non, désolé. Non, j'espère vraiment qu'il s'est pas fait mal. Chute impressionnante. Ah, fait chier. J'y croyais en plus, le yo-yo du temps. Chaque fois, il gagnait, il perdait, il gagnait, il perdait, il gagnait. Je me suis dit, mais ça serait pas le spécialisé Désolé pour les oreilles. Sorry for that.
With his second win in La Tuile, survived an absolutely hair-raising moment on the final drop in that race, and it's going to have to go some today if he wants to displace the Flying Scotsman.
Yeah, he'll be keen to go back-to-back, but it's going to take a monumental effort to do it this afternoon and knock Reece out of the hot seat.
Winner of the last round, going well all week. As we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, Mark. Strangely, this guy loves the dry conditions.
That was so fast through there as he shinked left and then skipped over those.
Brouillon, ça, un peu, non?
0.6 of a second. We're going to see one of those Jordan Williams runs, I think. Doesn't overthink things, doesn't go for the ultra creative, just goes faster absolutely everywhere. The British national champion bouncing his way through that corner.
Les airbags, ça me tue par contre.
Full commitment.
4 to go after him. Allren, Isles, Burke, Stevens, McNabb, Jordan Williams. Can he back up his second win with his third win, just like his teammate Finn Isles did earlier on this season? Let's have a look at him through here. That's a nice big straight line down through there.
Yeah, nice and tidy through there.
That whole specialised gravity team really rising after Loic Bruni taken out in Ludenville.
You got a couple of pedals out of that right-hander into the
speed trap.
55 kilometers an hour down through
c'est ça qu'on voulait pour Momo là, c'est ce timing là.
Oh, that was nice. He skips
the
front wheel look, as he goes across.
Yeah, just lets that big demo eat the penultimate rock on the way through the garden there into the woods now.
Picks up over that rock with absolute ease. Gets that little gap now.
C'est excusez-moi. Roger Daronnet. Wesh. Il m'a spot. Dans le bureau.
Fast out onto the piece. He's got to nail this right-hand corner.
Mais non, il est incroyable ce bike. Sévère, sévère, it's green.
Williams out across the piste. Gets a really nice solid entry in
Je me
there.
fais la renelle là. Homme battu, SOS, homme battu.
Beautifully done.
C'est bon?
Misplaces a pebble on the way through. That left-hander.
Ok, je remets la cam.
Keeps the bike moving
Voilà,
forward.
c'est bon.
Nicely done over
Elle m'a tapé, elle est partie.
Combien? Finding a heap of time and now
And he
nudges
absolutely nailed that left-hander back out onto the piece for the final time.
Une seconde?
Down towards the line.
Mais d'où il a trouvé? Mais comment il est?
Fastest time of the day. Williams goes faster by 2.3 seconds. Is that going to be the winning margin? Is that going to be the fastest time of the day? Jordan Williams has just asked some very, very big questions of those left at the top.
C'est quoi ce vélo, putain? Bon, après, moi je préfère que c'est un spécialisé qui gagne plutôt que la barre de métal là.
Mark, I'm going to say it. If that's the run that wins it today,
wow!
It's worth it. Look at this man move.
Quelqu'un qui a voté pour lui?
How far he pulls over, taps
Aïe aïe aïe, aïe aïe aïe, et deux personnes qui ont voté finals.
Plenty of room.
Ah mais c'est pas final, je suis con. Attends, il est où? Ah non, il y a personne.
Something amazingly special there.
Il y a personne.
Statement ride what he's just done.
Oh là là, il y a personne. Il y a personne qui a voté. Mais il reste 2-3 personnes encore. Après, si personne gagne, tout le monde gagne. Hein. Moi, je rends les points. Ils ont mis un moteur.
No.
Founder of that company. Next up,
on va faire baisser les jouets.
Fastest of
ah, ça va monter les prix, je pense. Hein. Plus ça gagne, plus ça va monter les prix. Allez, allez-il, allez-il. J'ai mis tous mes gruyères.
Huge questions to answer. Laying down by Jordan Williams at the bottom.
Oh, precise through the first chicane, Rick.
That looked as fast.
Allez, montre-nous que Specialized, ça roule aussi bien qu'un spé. Qu'est-ce que j'ai dit? Non, j'ai dit juste que Arinsal, ça roule aussi bien qu'un spé, c'est ça que j'ai dit. Hein. Ouais. Je commence à être fatigué, moi. Plus la demande augmente, plus les prix augmentent. Moins il y a de demande, plus ça baisse. C'est ça que ça marche. Leçon 1 de marketing. Ouh, c'est pas loin. C'est pas loin du tout. Allez, bombarde. Bombarde-t-il, je crois en toi. J'y crois, pas en ton anglais, mais à ton rouloir, je crois en ta perf de rider. Allez. J'ai peur, j'ai peur.
Top speed so far currently belongs to Jordan Williams. Well, you'd believe it. 65.55 kilometers an hour.
Putain, on peut même plus se rendre compte si c'est rapide ou pas, ça casse les couilles.
Nice little hop through there. Little bit inside on that right-hander, something a little bit different.
Bike skipping across that section, so chopped out, so.
Ça commence mal pour commencer. Lol.
Long week of practice, baking in the sun. This track has very little racing left in it, but Till Ulren needs to mine some speed from it now.
61.7 is a ways off that 65.5 we've seen from Jordan.
Après, c'est rattrapable encore, mais il va falloir bombarder ce secteur 3.
This is now the section down where we saw Jordan Williams really get to work.
Pre-hopped that rock really nicely and made his turn instantly.
Just down low behind the stem now. Till Ulren.
Ça va à max 50, mais tu peux pas dire que c'est rapide encore.
3.4 seconds.
Ah bah c'est pas rapide. Non, les puntos. Non, les puntos.
And it was exactly like we said, Mark. He just made it the whole way down. Didn't overcomplicate things, just executed.
Goes huge out onto the piece there. Straight down the main line and into that left.
Nicely done from Ulren.
Par contre, les airbags, ça a l'air de bien marcher. Hein. À part ça, ça se gonfle très vite. Hein. J'aimerais bien voir un slow-mo là.
Oh, he's fast across that bridge there.
Yeah, but he's 5.4 seconds back. He's lost another 2 seconds versus what Williams did past the point.
Alors que Finn, c'est vrai qu'il reste Finn encore.
Down towards the line then, Till Ulren.
6.3 seconds.
6.3 seconds back from for Tel Olren.
What has Jordan done in those last 3 sectors?
Putain, tu sautes tellement de place.
Here we go off the big row gap. Watch out. Nicely gets himself through here.
Bah, run pas dégueulasse, mais le problème c'est que c'était trop rapide là.
Always has a little
Williams.
something in his back pocket, Tel Olren. In terms of just being creative and line choice.
It's really hard to keep lines to yourself.
Yeah.
So there's so many personnel on course, but each team has got a line spotter. It's really hard.
Oh, je suis crevé, le chaud me tue. Vivement qu'il fasse un peu moche là, un peu de pluie, pitié.
Next up though.
Ça cuit d'or.
Free to go.
Ah, et ça serait pas encore un spécialisé?
Gravity teammate Finn Isles, winner of 2 races already this season. Out-qualified Jordan.
Attention, mesdames et messieurs, retenez votre souffle.
Is gonna have to find a boatload of time out there today. Williams' fastest time today at 2:41.6.
That was right on the limit through there.
Fastest time in qualifying yesterday, 2:46.1
Right to the limit
by Stevens McNabb. So Finn Isles.
For
everyone, they just need to go faster than Jordan Williams, and that's a huge ask today. His teammate on the same bike with equal equipment, you'd argue might have as good a chance as anyone of doing it.
Oh, that was good through there, through those berms. It's really nice. And they're fast into that left-hander, skips over into the split time now.
Ah.
He is 3/10 of a second faster than Jordan Williams here, Finn Isles.
Watch the power now into the step down.
Ah, pas beaucoup.
So aggressive to watch.
Ça peut être négatif.
Low over the bars, Isles.
Oh la vache.
But we know
de plus en plus, ça arrache les fleurs là.
Nicely gaps across there. How
Oh,
fast was that, Mark?
It was
bizarre.
perfect.
Bizarre, il y a eu un truc bizarre.
Didn't kick at all, didn't lose any speed. Inch perfect from Finn.
We've talked so much about Max Arinsal being at the bottom here in Andorre. Mike Sinyard is down there, the founder of Specialized as well. So Specialized riders need to put on a show as well.
Into this key left, how does it
Pas
look?
full mystique.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Just did all the work at the beginning of the turn and got out of there.
Survives that big hole in the way through the right-hander. Finn Isles moving now down towards the speed trap.
Et vert.
Still green, 0.2 of a second, 62.7 kilometers an hour. Sinyard and Laurent watch on at the bottom. Interviewed Mike Sinyard earlier this year. You won't meet anyone who's more into his racing than that man.
That was fast. His entry speed at the top of that rock section was as fast as we've seen.
Tips are back into the woods now. Finn Isles on a move here.
How does he exit this? Gets that gap, pumps away. Under the monster arm.
Ridiculous.
C'était rapide, non?
Finn Isles down for there. 171 beats per minute on the
Secteur 3 bientôt là.
He has to nail this right.
Mais de rien. C'est rouge de rien.
He gets over it, delivers the power.
Allez. Ils font tous la trip hein, pour finir, on en a pas reparlé, mais s'il gagne, je vends ma voiture, je m'achète. Je vends ma voiture. C'est vrai que le bike vaut le prix d'une voiture de casse correcte en plus. Hein.
Dust going everywhere.
Detonates a right-hander, detonates a left-hander. It doesn't matter to Finn. Finn Isles on his way to the bottom of the track. Here, Arinsal, 2.4 seconds.
What?
All of a sudden, Jordan Williams has absolutely monstered that section of track. Finn Isles, though, still
Mais il a trouvé où le temps, Williams?
Second or third place finish today. Finn Isles crossed the line. 3 seconds back into 5th place. Shakes the Wow. Mark, what are you reading into that? All of a sudden, it just went on him.
I don't know. How did it go away? Like just like that in one sector.
Yeah,
oh, j'ai hâte de voir la grille des temps là parce que Williams il nous a sorti de la magie noire. What the fuck?
2 riders to go left at the top.
That his entry speed at the top of there was incredible.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Literally incredible. And the dust here, like I don't care if it's fast or not. Look at it.
Mais non, mais il en reste 2, tu peux pas partir maintenant.
I wonder, was it those 2 corners? Was Jordan? I mean,
il reste Baudet, Burke et Lachlan. Il y a des gens qui ont voté pour eux.
Jordan just maybe hooked them up that little bit neater. We know that he was very neat on his way in.
Mais du coup,
the main line.
Il y a personne qui a voté Williams.
I don't think it's. I think that's faster.
Ah, bah tout le monde a gagné du coup. Hein.
because you're not.
Bah en fait, je peux déjà annuler quoi. Je peux déjà annuler. Parce que ça soit Burke ou Backlund qui passe devant, et personne n'a voté pour les 3. 2 peintres. Et du coup, je peux vous rendre les points. Hein. Alors, j'attends que la course soit finie, mais c'est ça. Hein. Je pense que tout le monde a gagné. Moi, je récupère mes 10K. J'ai eu chaud. Hein. J'ai eu chaud. Bon, on va voir, c'est une dernière perf là qui va sortir. Mais je pense que Williams nous a sorti un run de folie. Hein.
He skips the rider's left, pulls across those rocks, no problem. Oh, slams into that a bit hard.
Bodie Burke down towards the first intermediate. He's faster by nearly half a second, Bodie Burke.
Wow, he nailed that left-hander. Super confident in these dry, dusty conditions.
Yeah, one of that generation that came through into elites and maybe hasn't had a lot of the spotlight due to how much of it Vermette and the Allrans have had, but every bit is fast.
Same again. Some precise riding, skipping across that into those switchbacks. Oh, did you hear the tyres, Rick?
Oh, il était à la limite.
Crestline bite. Aaron Gwynn did a lot of work with them last season developing that machine.
That was fast through there, really good.
One as a junior in Ludenville last year.
On dit rien, mais c'est vert, hein.
And really nicely exits that. We have to see what the second split says.
Oh putain, mais ce trou, il est de plus en plus dégueulasse. Ouais, c'est ça, le trou, il te ralentit de fou.
It shows how fast Jordan's gone. He was at 65. It's a big difference in speed.
Mais Jean-Marie, vous avez une rage incroyable. C'est toi le guignol. Allez, c'est pas grave, tu gagneras au point la prochaine fois.
Through the Monster Energy Arch, 1 to go. It's Lucky Stevens McNabb. We'll deal with that when we get to it. Right now, Bodie Burke is still up amongst it here. 2 seconds back just as I say that, though, all of a sudden.
He's got to get the triple. Does he get it? Yeah, he gets the backside onto the pedals. Jumps back into the woods.
Top 3 as they stand in. Williams, Wilson, Pinkerton. That could all change.
Ma copine, elle dit que t'es mauvais.
Bodie Burke is only 2 seconds off here.
Mauvais, Jack.
The 4 split.
C'est pas joué.
Down the main line.
Oh là!
Massive crash for Bodie Burke. Scorpions his way off the track.
Ah, de nouveau un scorpion.
Something grabs his front wheel and it's a huge.
Ouh là 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 là.
We know this lad does have them every now and again. And that is an absolutely massive one from second in qualifying.
Est-ce qu'il est reparti?
Towards the scene. There
Ouf, non, il est encore par terre.
He's sitting up, hopefully.
À genoux, mais par terre.
Just behind that tree, Bodie Burke is up and moving. I don't know how.
Ok, il est debout.
He's okay.
Mais ça repart pas tout de suite.
Under his own steam. Mark, another, like Piron's crash, all of a sudden.
Oh là là, il se rassoit, ouais, il a pris une grosse tarte.
Just bit him.
Yeah, and the margin for error, and they're pushing the limits, and out of nowhere, this sport can just bite you.
On va revoir les images là.
Look now, he turns his right, nothing wrong. And all of a sudden,
I think it was something hanging up, maybe a verge or something on the right-hand side of the track, or it looked like
le pouce.
He puts his thumb up.
Le pouce le pouce de Schwarzenegger, tu sais, dans la lave.
Bodie Burke. Well, we knew it was going to be all petrol, all dynamite, and we got that from him.
You've got to be built
up. Ah là, ouais, il se fait check par les médics quand même. Oh, il s'est fait arrêter. On dirait que.
Well, what has been.
Ah là, il y a un mur. Il s'est pris un mur.
Hugely enthralling day in the hill here in Pal Arinsal, Andorre, about to come to a close. One rider left at the top.
Bon, alors le dernier, Lachlan, McNabb, fast Q1.
First time as a fastest qualifier yesterday. Sets about his race run here today.
Oh, that was really nice, that pre-hop into that first jump. Oh, no!
He's thrown it away. Has thrown it away in the first left-hander. That means Jordan Williams is going to win his second race of the year, his career third. Reese Wilson's going to be second, and Ryan Pinkerton is going to be third.
Vas-y, ça sert à quoi là? Ça sert à quoi? Ça sert à quoi alors de faire Q1 premier là?
Oh, just got too excited, Mark. You can't put it down to anything else other than that, can you?
No, I'd like to see a replay if you could see what happened, but yeah, he went through the first chicane really nicely.
Ça s'est vite fini. Hein.
Over that first jump, and we just there you go.
Bon, bah bravo à Specialized. Bravo Specialized.
Yeah, it was going early doors.
Solide aujourd'hui. Jordan Williams.
Big crash.
Ça manque de caméra, ouais, c'est pas facile.
To be in that position and end so soon.
C'est pas facile dans la montagne, placer les caméras et tout là. Bah avec plaisir les gars. Comme d'habitude, si vous laissez le live allumé pendant les podiums, après coup je mets un peu de pub, ce qui fait que ça me rapporte des centimes et toute l'année après ça me rapporte un peu de fric, qui fait que ça paye l'abonnement pour regarder les vélos. Du coup tout le monde regarde gratuit. Voilà. Donc si vous voulez regarder un peu la pub, enfin laissez l'écran allumé après les podiums, je mets. Sinon, barrez-vous. Et puis les prochaines courses de vélo de descente, c'est fin août. Donc je vous souhaite de bonnes vacances. Et si vous êtes là demain pour le VTT, ben c'est avec plaisir. Moi je suis pas là, mais le live est en live. Et puis du coup, voilà quoi. Merci à tous d'être là, d'avoir été là plutôt. C'est plus français. Thanks for everybody to be here with me, even if you speak French with all the chat. Oh putain, il a explosé son casque. Hein.
He reckons. You see the visors blowing off the helmet as well. Good to see a lot of the modern helmets with the.
Et voilà quoi. Un bon dimanche, de bonnes vacances. Bravo pour tous ceux qui ont passé les études ou je sais pas quoi. Merci pour le chat. À demain, Johnny. Enfin, je serai dans le chat aussi parce que un repas de famille. Pas de soucis, avec plaisir les gars. Ah oui, je rends les points. Je rends les puntos. Personne n'a deviné Williams. Si personne trouve, je rends les points. Allez hop.
There's plenty more fastest qualifying times in this young man yet, isn't there?
Yeah, he's obviously naturally talented and massively headstrong to come back after a concussion. Come 3 races in and he's qualifying fastest. That's, you know, that shows how headstrong you are to deliver that kind of performance.
Yeah. Well, this man is not going to mind too much. Lockie Stevens-McNabb down the line to finish off.
Ah, tu dois être vénère de tomber au premier virage là.
But Jordan Williams takes his 3rd career win. How spooky is that?
3e victoire
Finn Isles gets his 2nd
ever
back-to-back.
Pour Williams.
Same season, the two of them. Another race goes Specialized Gravity.
C'est où ces joueurs? Ouais, un peu chaud quand même. Wow, la police.
How long they've taken.
Go on then, pub quiz time. Martin Whiteley's been on. Last time we had a British elite man.
Williams qui a gagné.
1st and 2nd.
C'est un timing des enfers.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Pas d'où c'est, comment il a réussi à faire aussi rapide.
Really?
I would have guessed it longer actually, but Ryan Pinkerton on the podium, 3rd place.
Moi, c'est mignon.
For him. Big relief for that man on your screen now.
C'est gentil, Ross. Suffit de laisser l'écran allumé, vous allez boire un truc. Juste après les podiums, quand ils font péter le champagne, après je les enclenche. C'est gentil les gars, c'est gentil. Et puis après je mets les rediffs durant le début de la semaine prochaine sur YouTube si jamais. Et puis voilà.
Jordan has just thrown down an exceptional run.
Bon, on a eu du spectacle. Hein. Ça a annoncé la couleur déjà chez les dames, bah, chez les mecs, on l'a eu. Et la couleur est rouge. Rouge sang.
But it was the neatness and the tidiness as well. Yeah, it was unbelievably fast, but there was that one left-hander, I know I keep going on about it, on the entrance into the woods. And it was like he barely displaced any
le regard de Max à gauche là. Qui c'est ce mec là? Combien il coûte? Combien il coûte pour venir rouler pour Arinsal?
We said it at the time it would take some beating. Turns out no one could beat it. Reese Wilson, 2nd place today for Aon Racing. Ryan Pinkerton in 3rd. We can hear now from your race winner, 2 in a row for Specialized Racing. Jordan Williams, he's down there Let's hear from your winner today. Here's Jordan.
Ah, petite interview.
Jordan Williams, back to back. How does it feel?
Wow, this is crazy. It's a kid that you dream of. Like, it's totally insane. I don't know what to say right now. It's yeah, to go back to back is insane. Like, I just can't thank my team, Specialized Gravity, enough, and to put this new Demo 11 4 wins in a row, like, crazy.
That is unreal. 4 wins in a row for the Demo 11. And we also spoke about how beforehand you really wanted to learn how to win back-to-back from your teammates Finn and Loic, and you definitely performed today.
Yeah, I certainly wanted to learn from them. My first win in my first elite race, I went a bit crazy afterwards and didn't manage to back it up. And obviously being in the team with Loic and Finn, I mean, we saw Finn back it up this year, and I wanted to match him on wins. I don't want to let him get in front of me, but nah, it's all jokes. But yeah, it's crazy.
But you didn't just win, Jordan. You won by 2.5 seconds. Where did that time come from?
Yeah, to win by 2.5 seconds on this track, I did not think it was possible. Like, me and Finn were talking this morning, and we thought like a 44 would be an insane time. So yeah, I don't even know how I did that.
And you now have #1 on your back. You're now the new series leader. How exciting is that going into the break?
Good. I want to be the #1. Let's keep it going. Let's win that championship.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Thank you.
Nice. Ouais, très content. Un bike de folie. Pensez pas de mettre aussi. Enfin, aussi de temps d'avance. Et puis, il est content d'être #1 avant les vacances. Et puis il sera de retour pour les. En forme, quoi. Ah oui, c'est quoi là 2927, secteur 4. Et 16. Oh, le 27, il l'a fait tellement mal. Secteur 4, il a niqué tout le monde.
Reese Wilson is down there now.
La vache.
Reese Wilson. Well, it's been a while. So you were saying since 2021 since you've been on the podium. How does it feel?
Yeah, this one's weird because obviously if you keep racing, it's because you know you can. But with the way my last 2 or 3 seasons have went, with the injuries and starting Aeon racing last year and being quite far out the ball, I made like 3 finals in a whole season. To be stood in second place is like, I'm honestly shocked, but at the same time that run was beautiful. I really enjoyed it.
Talk us through that run. You were saying that it was pretty close to a perfect run, am I correct?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the top apparently was insane. It actually felt the least out of control or like cam part of the run. The bottom I started to tighten up, just the very last split. I missed the kind of rock gap and I had to pull the brakes on for like a split second there. Other than that, it was just bouncing and flowing and my rhythm was amazing, my breathing was good, I wasn't fatigued, it was perfect. I actually enjoyed it, it was nice.
And that's what bike riding's all about. And then how much does this mean for your team, for Aeon Racing?
Honestly, unbelievable. This is like, I don't have the word to describe how hard it's been for us the last 2 years to compete with factory teams with double the staff. We're doing it with a small family and friends, and this is unbelievable. Our performance is way above what it should be. But at the same time, we're a group of people that believe in ourselves and love bike racing, and we're making it happen.
And that's what we love to see. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody that supports me. That's amazing.
Incroyable. Ouais, Aon Racing, très heureux de ce podium et de pouvoir concurrencer toutes les grosses marques avec leur petit staff, leur petite commu, famille, amis qui participent à ce projet. Et très content, le gars. Ouais. Trop bien. Bon, bravo la poutre. Hein. Bravo le Solex. Ah, le overall truc.
Leads the way from Finn Isles,
de pas beaucoup avec Finn Isles, hein. Spécialisé devant. Hein.
Ryan Pinkerton up into 5th.
Oh là là, c'est serré, hein. Ça va être serré le classement. J'aime bien. Mais on nous fait pas une finale comme l'année passée, hein, parce que la finale à Mont-Sainte-Anne et Bruni qui se pète la gueule avant le final, casse les couilles.
but just like not pushing it enough in the finals until La Tuile. And then after La Tuile, just brought the same energy into this final, and just felt like such a good run. It felt like I was riding so good. Just one mistake at the bottom, but it feels amazing. Like first junior win here, first elite podium. Like I love this place, and it's so awesome.
What do you think it is about the track here in Arinsal that is good for you?
I mean, it's super loose like home and super fast. Like probably the closest thing I have to my house. And I know I've always gelled with it here, always felt comfortable. So yeah, and just to do my first elite podium here is just something special.
We also know Mondraker has maybe had a bit of a rough run leading into the season, and how great does that mean for your team?
Yeah, honestly, I owe this to them. They've been working their ass off this year. Like, even Ollie, like, he didn't qualify, but he's on the track. Like, for me, like, everyone's working so hard, and I just feel so good to pay them back a little bit with a really good finish for the company and for the team. I love this team. That's why I signed 3 years with them at the beginning of this year. I love them so much, their family.
Well, go and enjoy the celebrations with your family.
I will do. Thank you.
Bravo, bravo, gagné, content d'avoir gagné devant la famille, devant la MIF.
Said, just like Sasha Ernest, all of a sudden starting to sound like the real deal.
Ouais, je disais pas avoir une finale comme Mont-Sainte-Anne l'année passée, là où on a Goldstone et puis Bruni qui sont à ça des points. C'est la dernière course, c'est la dernière fois qu'ils peuvent se mesurer. C'est là qu'on va choisir l'ultime gagnant. Et le mec se pète la guibaule avant la finale. Juste la haine, quoi. Même Goldstone était déçu d'avoir gagné presque. Il était en bas, il était à quoi? Je la voulais cette finale, je voulais montrer que... Bah, c'est clair, tu veux montrer que t'es plus fort, quoi. Tu veux montrer à ton adversaire, ton rival, que t'as mieux roulé. Et ton pote aussi. On est tous des potes, hein, de toute façon. Mais ouais. Très décevant. Donc on espère que cette année, ça nous la refait pas. Nice. Bon, le petit podium là. Je vais vous laisser sur ces belles images. Comme je vous ai dit, je mets la pub avant, sinon bah, aucun souci, barrez-vous avant. On se revoit demain, enfin je remets le live demain pour le VTT long, mais je suis à un dîner de famille, donc je ne serai pas là réellement. Mais je vous mets le live, pas de souci. Et puis sinon, on se revoit après les vacances au Jet, en Haute-Savoie. Et puis des bisous. Merci à tous et à toutes. Thank you all for being here. See you after the holidays. Take care. Et puis voilà quoi. Ça marche. Allez, à plus.
Listen to this though. Gordon's finest. Back on a UCI downhill World Cup podium. Reece Wilson still shaking his head, still can't believe it. And we said it at the time when he came down that it was going to take some beating that run, and didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. What he did in those last sector and a half was incredible riding, like really was.
Some of his best work.
Yeah.
Well, talking of good work, Jordan Williams believes now 2 in a row. The #1 plate will be on that demo. Mike Sinyard, who started Specialized bikes all those decades ago, in attendance. Loves his bike racing, and he will have loved that today. I'm interested to see what happened to Finn Isles, though, because that run looked like it was locked in to really challenge Jordan today, but it just faded in the last couple of sectors.
It'd be interesting to hear what he's got to say about it. Definitely.
There's your winner then, Jordan Williams. Reece Wilson second, Ryan Pinkerton in third. An absolutely spectacular race. I loved every second lap today. Plenty of intrigue throughout.
Well, you could sit anyone in front of their TV to watch that, and how would they not say that it was brilliant entertainment?
Yeah.
What a fantastic race.
Yeah. Downhillers on their mid-season break. From now on, there may well be a few more of those opened.